You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
What up, though, everybody? Come on in. Make sure you like and share the video, please. And thank you very, very much. I appreciate it so much. Shout out to everybody in the chat already. Y'all dropping down. Feel free to drop down. Say, hey, hello, what's up? Give your commentary or your thoughts and opinions in the chat. As long as we just be mindful to be respectful. Okay. What's up, Charlie? Hey, boo. How you doing? What up, Queen Diva? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Child, it's Taco Tuesday. I don't know who all made tacos today, but we sure did over here. But everybody, make sure again you like and share the video. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. We do have memberships, so feel free to hit one of the member levels. What up, Miss LA? How you doing? Good evening. And also, you guys, I have the link pinned. So if anybody wants to hit the link, feel free to hit the link. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay, because I don't know, y'all, but this StreamYard for me has been really tripping. Now, I've been watching a few people lately, and StreamYard for them has been tripping too. But as far as like audio and a lot of static and connection issues and things like that. But with me, the screen that we look at with the panel is flashing, like, you know, one of those flashing lights, like if you go into a haunted house or a club or something like that. That's what it's doing. It's flashing like that. So I don't know what the issue is today, but hopefully we'll be able to get through this video. But yeah, so Miss LA, you said you already got shrimp and steak tacos, Don Julio. Child, I gotta get my I got some Jose around here somewhere. You know, Taco Tuesday, you gotta have some Jose, some Don, some, you know, some, you know, to go along with the vibe, right? Go along with the vibe, right? You gotta wash it back. Right. But yeah, so we're going to be discussing a few little things, just, you know, things going on in the beef sector. And of course, you know, your girl, I try to keep up with as much as I can, but when I can't, or when I'm stumped, or when I'm lost, I'm going to ask y'all to pour on some extra sauce. Okay? Hold on, let me make sure this Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, boo. It's me.
What's up? How you doing?
How you doing, chat? It ain't doing that for me. I was gonna jump up here and see if it was bothering for me. It ain't even doing nothing wrong.
No, it's not. It's on my end. It's like what I see visually, and it's really weird. It's really weird. But it's been doing it like the last 3 videos. And I was going to hit up StreamYard, but I'm like, well, people can still hear me, so you know, I just left it alone. But it's very irritating. Like, and it only does it when I'm the only one on here. That's the funny.
It ain't doing it now, Chad?
Nope.
Okay, so I basically need to hit the link every time somebody does.
No, you don't have to. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just being honest. You know what I'll do, Charlie? The next time, because it does it even when I'm not live. So if I'm just sitting here waiting to go live, so next time I'm recorded and I'm gonna send it to you on IG so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because that's weird, bro.
Yeah, it's really. I should have recorded it, but anyway. What up, the Unfiltered Muffy? Hey, Tay Bay. How y'all doing? What up, Nessa? What up, members in the chat? What up, Tay? Girl, you know what? I don't even know where to start.
Child, I missed some things. I'm going to need you to fill me on a few because I missed BS's whole life. Child, I was on date night with my husband. We was watching. We was watching a new Wolverine and Deadpool movie.
Oh, is it good?
Child, it's good, child.
Oh
I ain't
my
gonna ruin it for you,
God.
but it was good.
My son, my oldest son, my grandbaby, his parents, my grandbaby's parents, my son and them, they want to go and watch that this weekend. So I'm gonna have the baby this weekend so they can go check it out. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch the baby, but y'all better bring me home some popcorn, okay?
Child, it's good. Tell them they gonna enjoy it because it's a nod back to like the fans, pretty much, in my
Okay,
opinion.
okay. That's what's up. I love me a good old movie. I mean, I know a lot of people, they don't like going to the movies anymore. Even back since the Rona, some people still haven't made their way back to the movies, but ain't nothing like the movie theater, the popcorn, the food, the sound. Okay.
I got me some M&M's, child. You know what I'm saying? I had to have my chocolate. Oh, hey, Hypnotic Touch, love. Hey, Mama Global. And yes, it was epic, child. If y'all ain't seen Wolverine and Deadpool movie, I suggest you go see it, child. It was good. And stay to the end. Any Marvel movie you go watch, always stay to the very end. And I love the fact that everybody in the theater knew not to
They
move.
already knew. They already know.
Yeah, they're like, we know not to move. Most movies, when you at the end, when you start seeing them credits roll, y'all up, y'all getting out the door. You know what I'm saying? You just screw those credits, right? But when it's a Marvel movie or any of those, you wait to the very last second till them lights come up.
Oh yes, Global said yes, especially the reclining seats. See, I'm all for a movie. Okay, it's the atmosphere for me. Besides the movie, but yes, Global said it was epic. Miss LA said I want to catch that. I am. I'm gonna have my son and them. They're gonna do it this weekend. My other son and his girlfriend gonna do it this weekend. So I guess I gotta wait till next week to do it with my girlfriends.
We got
But
heated
that's
seats,
okay.
child. We got the reclining ones that are heated, child.
I know that's right. Have y'all been in the ones with the beds before?
I ain't got that one in the one that's well, I mean, we may have it in the other one. We have two theaters here, so I ain't went to the other one. I usually go to the one that's right inside the mall pretty much
Mm-hmm.
because you can go eat and then go over there and it's like a short little walk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
And
got a question about the beds. Is it a one person bed? Or is it like 2 or 3 or 4 people can fit on there? Like what is it?
yeah, I want to know about that too, Chad. I ain't
I
seen
do
those
too,
yet.
because I'm kind of scared when you say bed, because I know some of the things that people do in the movies. I know some of the things we used to do in the movies. Okay, so now they got beds.
Child, I ain't never did that in the movies. I always watch the movie, child.
Do I need
I
to
was
bring a lot of wet wipes and rubbing alcohol and Robitussin? I mean, I just want to be ready,
not the tussin, not the tussin.
Robitussin, Chris Rock said it. It works for everything, everything. Yes. Okay. Global says she heard it's for couples. What up, T Danielle? You said it's already on Fire Stick. It's on Fire Stick. What? Dang, they don't be playing, boy.
T Daniel's got that hooked up to Fire Stick though.
Yeah, she got it
Telling on
lit.
yourself.
She
Telling
got
on
it
yourself
lit.
over there.
Oh, and so they say I'm going to see Missy, Busta, and Cece. Oh my
I want to
God.
see
I
Missy.
love me some Cece.
I
Sierra.
love Missy, and
Oh,
they say her concerts are amazing. Like she puts on a show, child.
girl, she still dance like she ain't missed a beat. I love Missy, and I love Busta Rhymes as
This beat
well.
is supersonic, hypnotic. That made 1 2 step. That's her.
Yes, yes, I love it. Child, let me tell you something. I ain't been to a concert in a minute, so yeah. Let the next concert come through here. I don't care who it is. I might go just to go. But I hope you had a wonderful time today though with your hubby. I know y'all had date night and everything. The movie was great. And you said you didn't watch all of VS?
I only caught the very end when I saw Chanel was just about to leave, and that Jay Pastor dude was up there. And that was it, child. I missed all that. I missed every bit of it, child.
That Jay Pastor, you know what, Charlie? When you know he was over here the other day, right?
He didn't even know that VS was Kang Dangling.
I didn't even.
I was laughing in that chat. Me and Coolin was cutting up, child.
I didn't even I never heard of him before. He had hit the doggone chat. Then next thing you know, he was on my doggone StreamYard. And so I'm thinking it's a troll, and I'm scared because they've been p-bombing and all kind of stuff. So like, I don't know if I'm gonna. I put the banner up though, and you saw I had the banner up for like almost the entire time he was up here.
So
then I felt comfortable enough to drop it down. But I did not know he was into all kind of shit on here. He said he was a pastor. And I know he said he works at funeral homes, or he maybe used to. And I think he works at one of those funeral homes where they give like the funerals where you're still living, like what do they call it? Living funerals, or I don't know what they call it. But they be having parties, they be having dress up, they be
celebration of life. You're talking about a celebration of life?
Well, not really celebrate. It's called like a living funeral.
Oh, I don't know about them, child.
You're still alive, and people party, and you just, people share how they feel about you, their thoughts with you. It's like a funeral, but you're still alive. You know what I'm saying? Some people prefer those type of funerals, and then when it's time for them to really pass away, they just be like,
wait. They got him while you still alive, child?
Yes, you ain't seen them videos. Like, okay, I'm sure some of them be not alive. I'm sure some of them been passed away. But a lot of those parties where they throwing them for I'm saying party, it's a funeral, but it's like a party, and they kick it, and I know y'all done heard about them things. I know I'm not the only one.
I'm the only child. I ain't heard about it. Now I heard about celebrations of life, doing all that, talking good about the person who passed and sharing your good stories or whatnot.
That's what they call a funeral when they even dead.
Yeah, but I ain't never heard of you doing it while you still alive.
Yes, Charlie. I swear, y'all, I'm not making this up. Somebody back me up in the chat. I am not making this up. I swear I ain't making this up.
Child, I might have to go research that, because child, I might want to do that. Have a repass,
yes.
Whole party. Everybody, if I know I'm about to go, child, we gonna party it down. Because here's the thing. I can't drink right now because I got a liver condition, right? So I'm taking care of my health, right? But if I knew I was about to go, child, I'm gonna do everything I ain't supposed to do.
I'm telling y'all, okay, y'all gonna have to look it up, because you see people in the chat talking about I believe it, I ain't never heard of it. I'm telling y'all the truth. But so sometimes people be passed away and they have these like a celebration of life, but they're still living, and you give people their flowers while they're still alive. Okay. But so anyway, the guy, Doctor, I'm about to call him Dr. J, Pastor J, he I guess he used to work at a funeral home as well. But right now he's also a security guard for the NFL. He's
He top flight security.
Yeah, top flight girl, top flight security stuff. He got a little pew pew. Okay, he got a little pew pew, unlike Craig Day them. But what's up, Rodney? How you doing? They probably think I'm crazy, like this bitch up here lying. But no, seriously though. And then the good part was, because I had no idea why VS was going to be interviewing him. I'm thinking, he's a pastor. She might talk to him about, what you doing on YouTube, how you found your way over here in the B sector, how you found your way over here. Because I heard he's from Mo 3, right? Is that what Coolin said?
Well, he been over there chilling at the Mo 3. I don't think he's original Mo 3 people.
Yeah, because he said, I ain't nothing. I ain't part of nothing. That's what he told us.
And everybody, I saw it in chat before you brought him up. Shar and everybody else was saying, because they be over there in the Mo 3 sector. They was talking about, and I didn't realize. I heard about him in passing, but didn't know who he was. Right? I heard about him in the Woo situation when I was over there at Good Putties. I didn't know about him in the Chanel situation or the other girl, right? But I heard about the Woo thing. But I didn't know who he was, child.
I didn't hear about no woo woo woo. I didn't hear about no Chanel cartel. I didn't hear nothing. So when VS, after she did talked a little bit about the update on the Ness and the other pastor situation. I'm like, boy, pastors on YouTube matters, y'all. Pastors on YouTube matters. Y'all remember that, okay? We already got us a Pastor Jay Wilson. Now we got a Pastor Jay. And I heard Ness's pastors even on YouTube. They ain't got a big following, but, you know, they still on YouTube. But when she started talking about, okay, VS, I don't know. She is so funny to me. She is so funny to me. I was watching it earlier while I was working. And when VS kept saying, when Chanel sent you the picture of herself, being that you was a pastor, why didn't you rebuke that picture? Why did you rebuke her? And he was like, well, what did he say? I don't meet sin for sin, or something he was saying. But then VS was like, did you look at the picture? Did you get off on the picture? Did you touch yourself up? I'm like, child, is we not talking to a pastor? I'm like, where these pastors coming from these days? He said he is from how do you say it? Apostolic or something. I think that's the church denomination that he's from. Yes. I think it's called apostolic. I think it's apostolic. Yes, another pastor, y'all. Yes. And talk about his theme song as I get around. Child, that interview today, it was crazy. It was crazy as hell. Because VS was up there talking about, well, you can't sing. Won't you sing the first song? And then when she first brought him on, you know how some people, when they meet somebody in Christ, they say stuff like, God bless you. You know, you usually say something back. God is good. You usually say something back. You know, the guy, every time VS will say something like, you know, God is good, what do you say back? All the time.
Yep.
And all the time, what do you say
God
back?
is good.
God is good. Girl, every time VS was asking him to do, you know, he would just be like, okay, now he just wanted to start the interview or some shit like that. I'm up there laughing my ass off because I'm like, VS, he not getting it. He not getting it. Like, I'm thinking the whole time, what kind of church he go to? Because he ain't getting it. VS is like, she did it like 4 or 5 times before he got it and he started responding to her. I was like, child. But when he said apostolic, I'm like, okay, there we go. I don't know. I ain't hating on the apostolics or whatever y'all call yourself, but I just thought that was really entertaining, child. I don't know if y'all was there. Yes, VS went live, Miss Ray. You say he was stuck on responses. Man, y'all was trying to help him in the chat. I'm working, so I couldn't be all in the chat. I'm just working over here. But I was watching it the whole time. And so allegedly,
even my white bud know that, so he wrong for that one. And I have went to Episcopal churches before. So he wrong because they do all different kind of things now, depending on which one.
Know. I don't know. I was raised Pentecostal, non-denominational. And then as I got older and decided to choose my own choice of religion, you know, outside of my parents, then I joined a Baptist church. But to me, being raised in a non-denominational Pentecostal church, Baptists, they do the same thing to me. They shout, they preach, you know, the Trinity. They preach fire and brimstone. They dance, they shout, they speak in tongues. They, you know, the choir be moving. Choir be the big head. Mm-hmm.
I've been Southern Baptist, non-denominational, Church of Christ, Church of God, Methodist, Pentecostal. I've been a little bit of everything, child.
Well, he is a part of the TD Jakes ministry. Ain't that what he said?
Mm.
Is that what he said?
You better not be going to them Diddy parties. I'm just saying.
Remember yesterday he told us that. He said, and then we was like, so do you know Diddy? Have you been to them parties? He was like, no, I didn't say that. No, Miss Ray, she said, whose pastor was it? He's just a pastor that happens to be going around the sector to sector. And he found his way over here in the beef sector, and he hit our panel last night. And I thought he was a troll. And so today, VS had him on her panel, and she did an interview after she called us up with the Ness and the what is the name of that discipleship? Charlie, the Praise Hallelujah discipleship that Ness belonged to. You know the
Praise Hallelujah. I'm getting my praise on y'all. Praise Hallelujah. Okay, sorry. I'm doing my hallelujah. It's basically you took hallelujah and you put praise together, and that's how they made their name.
I can see it though. I can see that being a song. I really can. Mm-hmm. I can see that being a song. But you said Koji PK. Ooh, y'all PKs. Y'all PKs used to get us in trouble a lot. Had us doing all kinds of stuff. Shoot.
I told my man, child, he grew up Catholic because he's from New York, right? I told him, you ain't never been to nothing until you've been to a Southern Baptist revival. Child, running on up down the aisles, the singing, the praising, the speaking in tongues, you know what I'm saying? Everything. That is the most what you talk about entertaining you will ever see in a church of God.
Yeah, we grew up on that, being totally entertained, even though we knew you're not supposed to laugh at that. I don't know how many times we used to get smacked around the church. Don't do that. Don't laugh. This is serious. This is God. God is talking. God is talking. Anyway. So
and when they put that Bible on your forehead and pray for you, or put their hand on your forehead.
No, when they slap that olive oil. And not just touch your head like, some pastors just touch your head and they put a little cross. No. Our pastor would rub it all in their hand like it was hair grease or lotion. And they would rub it all across your forehead, across your throat, put it on your head. Don't have your hair just dead.
Smack you so hard across the forehead.
You're going to be mad at the pastor. And then they pass the offering plate around and you're like, I ain't getting it all. Shit, I want my money back for my hairdo. You messed up my hair. And the pastors wouldn't care either. They just put their fingers all through your hair. Don't have no doggone finger waves. All them down, the shit stuck to your head. And they'd have pulled the waves up and shit. It didn't look like waterfalls now. It went from waves to waterfalls.
Child, we had a pastor come in one time on a revival, and he ran around the church up and down the aisles about 4 or 5 times. The Holy Ghost got him, child. And this man was fire and brimstone. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, child. I was over here. We had people falling out and everything, and I was a kid at the time. I was like, this is so exciting.
Oh, child. But so allegedly, this is what happened, Charlie. I don't know how much you caught, but allegedly, what's her name? Chanel. She was accusing him of sending her pictures, to somebody else. And he claims that he didn't. She said he sent it to Mothello, who then gave it to Queen 88. Ooh. She was calling him, child, I was all in the chat, child. We was all in the chat. The people in the chat was like, didn't VS tell you stop using the R word, girl? She kept calling him the Reed pastor. You know what I'm saying? The word we ain't supposed to use.
Yeah,
Reed. The mental, yeah. And she kept calling him the Reed predator, a Reed predator. Girl, I was hollering. I was cracking up. Am I wrong to say that he gives me roll tees? I don't know why he gives me roll tees. Now, the funny thing about it, too, is when he hit our panel yesterday, I was thinking he was like same gender loving.
Do you know Shamar?
No shade.
Do you know Shamar? He kind of sounds like him a little bit.
The guy with the thing on him?
No, he's like, he was taking the VS3 class. He's from Mo 3.
Kind of, sort of. About the guy that's shaped really weird.
No, he's the one that.
Who am I thinking about?
I don't know who you think about, but he's from California, and he did a interview with VS. He did an interview with Coolin. He calls his people the safe haven. That's what he calls his peoples, and that dude kind of sounds like him a little bit.
Oh yeah. I don't know that man. I was thinking you was talking about.
I'll
I
share
thought
him to you
you was
one
talking
day,
about
girl.
Shamar-
He a
I
good
thought
dude.
you, I thought you was talking about Shamarco, the one that Brianna used to talk about all the time.
Child, no, it's different dude, different dude.
Okay, yeah, tell girl.
This Shamar, cute little thing. He a cute little
I say,
thing.
please don't do the pastor like that. Don't do the pastor like that. But hold on, let me read some of these comments. What up, though, Noble? How you doing? Miss Ray said, man, I gotta go back and watch. I had a busy day. I did too. I had a busy day. I really did. What up, Miss Queenie? How you doing? Miss Global said, God is yet working on me. Okay, me too. Miss Ray said, oh boy, not a pastor. We already got a broke pastor with no job. Oh, y'all still talking about his card not going through? Y'all wrong. Y'all just passed the offer, played around. Okay, that's all you gotta do. Miss Queenie said, the hood table. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night having oil running down your. That sounds like my mother. That sounds like my mother. I'm telling you. That sounds like my mother. She would get one of those prayer cloths that remember Charlie, those pastors that would sell them prayer cloths on TV? And my mother used to order that stuff, and she would order us all like a prayer cloth, and then she would stick it in our book bag and stuff. God is going to keep you throughout the day at school with this prayer cloth. I'm like, child, I'm going to blow my nose with that prayer cloth. But anyway, so, all right. So this is what had happened. So Chanel accused him of giving her picture, which she sent to him. Now she said she's not ashamed of the picture or anything like that because I guess she got other pics out here, even like coochie pics, stuff like that. But anyway, he sent the picture to Mothello, who gave it to Queen 88, allegedly. And I guess that's one of the reasons why she's so upset with him. I couldn't really understand the chemistry between them two. This pastor, Charlie, he said he was dating Wu before Chanel. And that Wu used to chase him. And he talking about now he's about to make Chanel chase him as well. Now, I guess he liked Chanel, and I guess Chanel liked him. I don't know. She sent him pictures. It's really weird. But I guess Chanel liked him. But she don't like him no more, I guess. And she's not trying to mess with him. But now she's calling him, I guess they've been calling around on him, talking to the pastor who signed his license to preach. Yes, she checked today to see if he really was a valid security guard, because I guess the security guards that carry, pew, they have to be like certified or something like that. So she did look that up. He is certified. From what it sounds like to me, it does sound like he could be really a pastor. He said the pastor who he was under had basically ordained him, but some pastors, they have like, the people below them, like maybe deacons or whatnot, they are the ones who actually sign the certificate or something like that. So that's why I guess there was a question about, is he really a pastor? Why isn't his pastor's name on it? Why is somebody else's name on it? Da 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 da. But for what I was listening to, I think he really is a pastor, right? That's what I believe. And that he is really a security guard. And does he work for the NFL? Maybe. If he does, shout out to him because he gets to travel. He says he's headed to LA this weekend. He gets to travel. He gets to be in hotels. Of course, he gets to work, as a security guard, but I'm sure he gets to meet a lot of celebrities and all kind of stuff like that in the NFL. So it sounds like he has a lot going for him. And he also said, remember that picture, the profile pic, when he got on my panel, I was like, why are you standing in front of a yellow bus? Because I couldn't tell what it was. I saw purple, I saw yellow, but I guess the colors are supposed to be purple and gold. VS, when she was talking to him today, she was like, are you a Q dog? Because of the gold and purple? And he said, no, that was just something they were doing in one of those funerals where they was playing dress up and they be in costumes. What I was telling y'all about earlier, and I still can't believe y'all ain't seen those videos. Like people in really sharp cars, just blinged out furs, just all kind of different themes and stuff for these funerals. That's what he used to do. And I still can't believe y'all, none of y'all have heard of those type of things. VS, did you hear about the theme funerals or celebration of life before you interviewed this man? Because the people in my chat is like, I ain't heard about it. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, I didn't see them on TikTok. I didn't see them on Facebook. I didn't see them on Twitter, those videos. And people be like, oh my God, look at that person lying there in the casket. And they up there, I mean, just doing all kind of shit around the casket. But anyway. So I'm going to ask VS a question because she in the chat. This guy seems like he really did like Chanel, but he probably did like Wu too. But did Chanel really like him as much as he liked her? That's the one thing that I was missing from the interview, because the way he talking, like he's going to make her run back to him and she's going to be begging for me. And if she wants to be with a king and she wants all of this, he's going to make her work for it. I'm like, is this a pastor talking? When the last time y'all heard a pastor say, I'm going to make this lady beg? I'm going to make her work for this. She going to be chasing me. She going to be... Child. Chanel was like, don't nobody want your fucking ass. Charlie, you missed the whole interview. It was so funny. It was good.
Child.
But VS was telling him, you know, you a pastor. You should have rebuked her. You shouldn't have been looking at those pictures. You mean to tell me you just deleted the pic after she sent it to you? He was like, yeah. What man gonna see a pic, especially if it's a nice pic of a woman clothless and they just delete
He lying.
You
they need to sing that song. Why you always lying?
You deleted that pic, but she gonna beg. She gonna come crawling back. I'm standing on business this time. I'm standing on business. I'm like, child, you know you probably still got that pic. You done probably printed it off, attached it to your wall in your bedroom on the ceiling, looking at her every night. But anyway. So y'all go over there and y'all watch that interview because it was really good. VS, she's hilarious as usual. She was over there funny, making me laugh. She asked that man a lot of questions and he sat there. He didn't even run. I was shocked he didn't run when Chanel was going off on him and cussing him out and calling him a reed and, you know, a tar predator and all this other kind of stuff. And she was, you know, she was really cussing him out and everything. And he sat there. VS said, I know you're a pastor. I know you ain't going to run. I know you're going to stand here. When she said, because the lake of fire is way hotter than this hot seat or something she said, I was surprised he stayed as long as he did. But he stayed. I think he was entertained. Even though he was at work. I'm like, is this fool really at work? Or is he in Walmart? Because I kept hearing that little, you know, the little beep when people be, you know, running stuff across the register.
Oh, child.
It was like he was sitting right there. I'm like, is he at Walmart? Is he sitting next to the front? Is he standing there at the front of the store, or is he really shopping? Because he was on phone for a long time, and you're supposed to be doing the security guard duty. Child. Anyway.
Security in the grocery store. That's what I'm saying, VS.
But that yeah, y'all check that out later.
Sound.
Now. You said security. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He was probably in Walmart or probably in, you know, some type of, I don't know. I think she said he down in Texas. So they got them HEBs. They got all kind of different grocery stores. I don't know if the video is still up. VS, is the video still up? Somebody asked, is the video still up? Now, y'all know VS will put a video on members real quick, y'all. But I got my membership. Shoot, I be watching all the videos. Shoot, if I miss it, I just go over there to members only, and I just watch the replay. Now, Dana said, I heard Chanel made the phone call. The church said he's not a pastor. Now, when VS, hold on one second. I've done it many times. It's easy money. Oh, it is easy money. I was just like, is he really working or is he shopping? Because he was on the phone with you for a long time. And then did you hear the person, y'all? Some lady had walked past and talking about she hoped that him and Chanel get it together. Because I guess they was, I don't know, was he on speakerphone? Yeah, because I don't know if they heard the conversation or not, but they was like, I hope you and that Chanel get it together, whoever she is. Oh, but you said, so he's not a pastor? I don't know, child. One thing I can say, he got his hand in many pots. He got his hand in many, many pots, okay? Now, something else VS has said over there, Ness had, I guess I'm going backwards in my commentary because I watched Ness, I watched VS today, I watched Briana today, and I watched Nika today. Those are the only people I was able to watch today. You said the phone make time go fast, put an earpiece in and walk the store for 8 to 10. Child, I know that's some easy money. I know it is. Cindy said, I'll show y'all better once. Wait until Sunday. Is that a troll? That ain't a troll. Child, Charlie, what they talking about?
I'm going to check.
I know, VS. I heard you say something like you don't even want to know where everything is and what out everything is, but you get bored sometime and.
They got a video up.
Okay. Oh, it's okay. All right. So what else was I saying? Okay, so Ness went and called the church again. First, she tried to get ahead of VS, which she did. And the reason why VS said she was able to reach the pastor before VS, because VS, hit her up on Facebook. She called the church business line. And being VS is not friends with the pastor of that, praise your Charlie, praise your Hallelujah discipleship.
There you go.
Praise your
Praise Hallelujah.
Discipleship. You cannot say that.
Hallelujah. Praise Hallelujah. Praise Hallelujah. Praise Hallelujah.
I'm a bit bite my tongue on to say that fast. But so Ness was able to reach the pastor ahead of time. And she was able to tell the pastor, remember, somebody's stalking me. They stalking me on YouTube. They stalking the church too. They gonna attack y'all. They attacking me, all this shit, right? And the pastor, she said she knew. She told VS, I knew something was wrong. And she was like, why are you hitting me up if somebody's stalking you? What do the church got to do with people harassing you, stalking you, or whatever you're trying to say on YouTube, right? So the pastor already knew something was up. So VS played the video yesterday. We listened to the video. We got our little kiki and everything out the video. And since then, VS said the pastor has called her. She didn't really go into like the conversation. Matter of fact, VS got another video that I don't think she's going to play because she said it's more in depth and stuff like that. So she might keep that, close to her chest. But the pastor did call VS back, and Ness called the pastor back. And what the pastor was told by Ness was, they got you on YouTube. They done recorded you and got you on YouTube. Now, hearing that, Charlie, do you think that really makes a difference in the whole picture right now?
Well, how would we even know who the pastor is if it wasn't brought to YouTube in the first place? Like, that's why you got to be careful what you say on here.
Absolutely. Like, I'm going to get into that too. Because some shit that I heard Lady Nika say today was really interesting. But, and I think Nika made 2 videos. But anyway, I'm going to discuss one of them. But she was telling the pastor that, VS had recorded her and played the audio online. Because I guess she thought the pastor was going to get upset with VS. Like, okay, VS might have did that recording or whatever. But the recording that she got of you talking about the church, dragging the church, making these allegations about the church, defaming the church, things like that. I think that it holds a lot more weight than VS calling the pastor and recording it, right? So I don't know where what Ness thought she was going to do about that. I don't know if she's trying to, you know how people are just trying to rat you out, snitch on you or whatever. But the lady said that she is going to get a lawyer and she is going to file charges on that and sat her down. I don't know what she means by sat her down. It might be like a small claims type of thing, goes to one of those small courts where you can sue for like, what is it, 5,000 at the most or something like that. It ain't gonna be no Cardi B and no Tasha K type of shit, but she might send her like a cease and desist. That could work right there. You think, Charlie? Just a cease and desist, just to quit talking about the church, leave them out of your YouTube shit.
Yeah, like a lot of people, if they're a private person, may not want to be a part of the YouTube stuff. But like VS said, she did take up for the pastor. She was trying to, you know, show how much of a good people they are, kind of situation. So yeah, she may have played that phone recording. She didn't know that she may not have known she was recorded, but it didn't look bad on her. And VS wouldn't have played nothing that would have looked bad on her. She'd have been like, I ain't even know what you're talking about. I ain't called her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, and it didn't look bad on the pastor either, because the pastor, she wasn't really saying a whole lot. She was mainly just listening to the conversation. So it wasn't like VS recorded the pastor saying something salacious or something private or personal. Everything that the pastor did say was basically confirmation of what we already know. That she was a prostitute, that she was doing drugs, that she left that lady there for dead, that she was using the lady for money, things like that. And we already knew all that. So it wasn't like the pastor was caught in this, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, the pastor, she's going to be, all over YouTube. This shit is going to go viral. The pastor said this, the pastor said that. It wasn't nothing like that. The pastor was just kind of listening. So I don't think she has anything to worry about, even with Ness telling her, that they're on YouTube. Like, yeah, okay, VS might have talked to me on YouTube and it's on here. But what did you say about the church on YouTube, Ness? I'm sure that's what the pastor was probably thinking. Like, what did you say on YouTube, Ness? Like, the lady was like, the doors was never locked. People could come and go as they please. Wasn't nobody holding you there for hostage or anything like that. So, I don't know. Jason Grimm said, is that stream still up? Yeah, I think so. VS is in the chat, so you can ask her if the stream is still up. I think it is. Last I checked, I don't know if VS moved it to members yet or not. But what Cindy say? I know and love VS and I don't want shit a part of it. VS has always protected me, protected my address and pass. If people know. You know that person, Charlie?
no. I don't know. VS, you know this I'm not sure who they are. I don't know.
I don't know who they are either. But speaking of trolls, there is a troll of me out there. I just want to reiterate that again. I found out about this troll some weeks ago because I was in somebody's chat and the troll had the nerve to say to me, "What's up, the hood table?" And they just had like the way I have my name on the hood table, they had like some of the letters changed around, like capital and lowercase, things like that. And then they had like my picture, my photograph as the avatar. So my troll named the hood table had the nerves to be in the chat with me and say, "What's up, the hood table?"
Child, that is a very what do you call that? Brave troll.
Ain't
right
that
there.
bold in the motherfucker? So I don't remember whose chat we was in. I don't remember if it was Tiva. I think it was Tiva's. I think it was Tiva's maybe, or Ronnie Q's. I think maybe Tiva. And I said, "Tiva, could you please block that troll?" Yep, it was Tiva's because I remember I hit her up on. No. It was or maybe it was Cruiser. Yep, it was Cruiser.
Oh,
It was Cruiser's
Miss.
chat. And I hit Cruiser up on IG and I said, could you please delete that troll of me in your chat? And she was like, oh my God, I didn't even realize. So she said she deleted it right away. Right away. She removed them. But the troll is still there. So if y'all see somebody in the chat and they going by the hood table, and if it don't sound like me, if you don't think of me, all you gotta do is have one of your moderators hit the little three dots next to it. And if it don't go to my page, then block them, delete them. Yeah, that was bold, Jamie. I was like, bitch, I know you ain't. And of course, I have no idea who they are. But I was like, I know the fuck you ain't trolling me with my own name. Like, it was a mess. I mean, I really hate how people, it's one thing to have a troll put part of your name in their name. Like, all the fucked up troll names people have. They'll have, like, let's say somebody's name is Kennedy. And they'll say Fat Ugly Kennedy 2.0 or Fat Ugly Kennedy eats musty balls every weekend. Something like that. They literally just got my name and just got some of the letters as far as capitalized and lowercase, switched around. So if y'all see them in the chats, and if you don't think it's me, have the mod or the content creator just click on the three dots and go to channel and see if it was me. Now, Cindy said ZT and Wiley used to fight. She said, VS, remember the ZT? I think that might be a troll. VS, if you don't know this person, I'm about to block them, and because I think they troll in the chat.
Dana Blue knows who they are. She said that's Cindy Zill's ex. I think she's Haitian, and she said, VS, remember ZT. If she knows ZT,
well, maybe that's why her language is not language, but her
she's
sentences.
Haitian.
Maybe that's why, because you're Haitian, and some of what you're saying is not like coming across like understandable or something.
Cindy was around, she said, when we thought Sir King and Zills was the same person. I think she's talking about when.
And I still think Sir King and Zills are the same person. And you can't tell me, not you, but y'all can't tell me otherwise. I still think Sir King and Zills are the same person. Because then they had them on the panel one time. Remember that situation where they was on the panel one time and they were like talking? It sounded like they were talking at the same time or something weird happened. Do y'all remember that?
I do not.
I still think they are. I'm going to go to my grave. I'm going to go to my deathbed believing that, y'all. God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit going to have to tell me different. Mary going to have to tell me different when I get there, and Joseph. Okay?
Holy Spirit, activate. Every time I hear Holy Spirit, I think of that little thing. I don't know why that thing got me, child.
But you know what? So everybody is still talking about, what's really been one of the biggest storylines in the last few days. What up, detach myself? They said they're not the same person. I don't care. I just had to do that. I went toddler on y'all real quick. But everybody's still talking about the Kimmy situation and the what did you think about that yesterday when VS was saying to matter of fact, does he come out yet?
I know she posted some text receipts on her community wall.
Okay. Well, but she haven't went live because I know VS told her a lot of people don't want to wait no 48 hours, 72 hours, 3 weeks. Like try to get, whatever you gathering, your receipts or whatever within 24 hours. But I didn't see that she went live. So I was just asking because VS literally told her yesterday when she was interviewing her that what's going to happen. Kimmy is going to end up being over there with Ness or Ness over there with her. And they're going to be dragging you and woo-woo-woo-woo. And that's literally what happened. While he was being interviewed by VS, Kimmy was over there with Ness. And I didn't watch it. I just ain't had time because I had a long work day today. So I haven't had time to watch the videos I missed. But what did you think about that? Ness having Kimmy over there. I don't even know if you watched out.
But no, yeah, the Kimmy situation, chow. When I saw her up on Ness's panel, I was like, what? Wasn't they just enemies? And
Right.
why we suing Buddy Lee, big man? Why we suing him? What he do again? Now you know I'm supposed to be doing this contest with Creole Butterfly on April the 2nd at 7 p.m. and I'm a judge and Buddy Lee is our entertainment. I can't be
Oh,
suing him right now.
the baked potato contest. Why is you trying to sue Butter Lee? And Latia said, "How y'all doing, Sydney? Are you following me? Are you following Latia, Sydney?" T. Danielle said, "I heard her channel's gone." Who channel gone?
Which one?
Pete or Kimmy?
Yeah, because you know we can't keep up with who gets rid of who channel. You know how it goes.
I mean, you know what? It was rumored earlier that Shakim's channel was gone. That
Well,
it was demonetized, and then I was watching
what did
ODS, and he hit ODS, and he said, "Nah." He said, "Grown folks TV was over there bragging and shit, talking about my channel's gone, and that's what he get for doing this to people channels and dumping on people channels and doing this and doing that." And then he hit ODS platform today, and they asked him about it, and he said, "My channel ain't gone; it's back now." So I don't know if it was demonetized. I don't know what's going on with Shakim's channel right now. That's just what I heard. If y'all
this
got
pizza still there, baby? I see it. I'm looking at it right now.
shady. I think Kimmy has been working with Ness behind the scenes. Oh, they said this heat. Now this heat did say she even asked what's her name? The one that's between her and Kimmy, China. She did ask China when she was on VS panel, did not tell you that I was going to be leaving around such and such a time because I got such and such personal thing to do. And I was already planning to leave YouTube. And that's why it's kind of weird because he was like, this seems very calculating that Kimmy is coming out with this shit a couple of days before the heat is supposed to be leaving, on a hiatus for something. You said she was live for 2 hours? We missed it. What?
I bet you it was when I was out with my man. I bet it was out when I was with my man.
Man, see, y'all be doing too many lives and I be working too many hours and I can't keep up. And let me make sure this is Jay Dizzle. Jay Dizzle.
Now, of course it's me, and of course I know what happened to his channel.
Hey, Jay Dizzle.
Fill us
Hi,
in, Jay. Fill us in.
yeah. I've been up in the bushes. I was eating my cocktail shrimp, listening to y'all. But so what happened was last night, him and Ness kind of bumped heads on lemons. It was like super early in the morning. So essentially, what it seems like is there was some lie that Shakim lied on Ness on lemons last night. And it's something about Reed played it on her live this morning and she played the timestamp. So then today when I had time I went and found it myself, which I'm gonna probably try to review it eventually so I could break it down. But do you remember the whole big blowout between Pills and Brooke that happened when Malik showed up on Ness's and all this kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, it appears that Shakim told Ness one thing, and he knew that Ness was gonna tell Brooke, and that's what caused the blow up. Cause remember, it was said that somebody was gonna break up with somebody in Vegas. I think it was gonna be Brooks. Brooke was gonna break up with Pills at the end of the Vegas trip, or vice versa. So last night up on Lemons, it was Shakim, Pills, and Lemon up there talking. And Shakim totally denied that he told Ness any of that. But he didn't know that Ness was still awake in the bushes. And so when she heard him lie saying that he never told her that information for her to tell Brooke, she clicked the link, she cussed them out. It was very dramatic. It sounded like she was crying, and she hurried up and got off of there. and Lemon was breaking it down. But based on what I gathered, based on how Lemon was breaking it down, it was only because of Shaquem telling Ness that and Ness telling Brooke that Brooke and Pills even had a problem to begin with. So the way Lemon was saying is that it's because of Shaquem planting that seed in the beginning that caused this whole entire snowball effect that we done seen here between Brooke, Pills, the trip, whether people invited on the trip, all of this stuff, all because Shaquem tried to sow a seed of division between Ness and Brooke, and it actually worked. I hope I was able to summarize it as best I could. Because the interaction kind of lasted for maybe about an hour or two. It was a pretty deep and lengthy interaction. But essentially, he was having bro talk up there with the dudes and said that he didn't tell Ness one thing when he really did. So now they kind of at odds. His feelings was hurt. He felt like, oh, and then Ness was up in the chat saying that the sponsor was gonna take all the money back. It was just a lot going on. But he was up in his feelings towards the end of Lemon's live, and he said that he wasn't trying to hurt anybody. He didn't want to make Ness cry. He know Ness got a lot on her plate already, and he ended up getting off the link, and then that channel was gone.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So when I was watching him on ODS panel earlier, he was making it seem like nothing happened bad to his channel, and that Grown Folks TV was over there, I don't know, I guess excited or happy that it was gone or something, and talking about that's what he get. Because the last few days he was hitting Kimmy's, he was hitting you,
Mm-hmm.
said FUBs, and what else was he saying? The N word
NB, the N
Uh-huh.
word, the B word.
with the hard
Mm-hmm.
ER. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And
And
and that, believe it or not, that is actually effective what he is doing because he hit mine 3 times like that. That video is in the yellow, and I did the request review and everything, and YouTube sent me the email and said no, this is not suitable. So he really trying to mess with people's money and stuff like that when he do that, and he also admitted that he got paid to do that. I heard him. I heard him on somebody's panel, but I can't remember whose. But he said that somebody sent him a $25 cash app to hit Kimmy's panel, and do that yesterday. And then he got a $50 cash app to hit this heat panel and do it. Remember when he came up as Kimmy and did it on this heat panel yesterday? So he claimed people sending him cash apps to do that.
Hear my thing about it. He, he's making people upset and stuff, and he likes to stream other people's lives. They can strike him for that on Mad Day. That's why you don't play other people's lives and get him for content. Copyright strikes. And so, do you think it's possible that he hit the channel for a while because it got hit for him to take down some content?
That's possible. I think the reason why he actually came back, what he said why he came back is potentially true. However, when I was on Brianna's earlier today, I asked Brianna straight up, why did he hide his channel? She said she didn't know, but I knew that that wasn't true. And we ended up revisiting again up on her live, and she said, well, she do know, but she told him she wasn't gonna that she wasn't gonna say anything. So that's why I really think that it's some type of trouble in paradise between Ness, because when you really think about it, Brooke, Brooke and Pills done got disinvited to the Vegas trip behind all of this. Brooke marriage, the divorce stuff, the court, all of this stemmed from one thing that was untrue that Shakim told Ness and Ness told Brooke. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, I get
How that
exactly what
one
you're saying.
that one single thing caused this whole snowball effect, which caused Pills and Brooke to fall out. Then Malik showed up and all this stuff, all because of something that wasn't even really true. that he told Ness, and Ness repeated it back to Brooke. But essentially, what was the point? And that's what Lemon kept saying. Well, why would you tell Ness that unless you wanted a reaction? He said you either wanted a reaction out of Ness, you wanted a reaction out of Brooke, or you wanted a reaction out of Pills. And that's what Lemon kept harping on. So why even make anything up to tell Ness unless you wanted a reaction? And now look at all this stuff that done happened.
Now you did hear that he's been snaking Ness and talking behind her back, right? That he'd been talking to Shelly and others behind the scenes. I've heard about it, and I don't even, I don't get in it, but I heard it. If you looked at Diva Tomboyish's wall, she posted a receipt where Shelly herself had stated, unless a troll did it, and Shelly, you can correct me if I'm wrong if you hear this, that she had been talking behind the scenes with Shakim. Shakim was the mole.
Yeah, I did hear about that. And the thing is, y'all know how I feel about that damn Shelly. I don't trust the thing that she say. But I don't know Shakim to be able to say, no, that wouldn't be something that he would do.
You think he's playing the sides to try to, like, whoever he can butter up to the most to try to grow his channel? That's what I think he was doing. I think if he called himself snitching, right, or saying something, then it makes him more important. You get what I'm trying to say? Because think about it. He did, right after that, get that sponsorship to go to Vegas.
Correct. It seemed like he doing a lot of manipulating. And I think because they don't know him well enough, they didn't even realize he was doing it. Because I will say the one thing that he does have up on them is that he knows Pills better than any of them. But even when me and Ness was on good terms, I always told him that. I said, he know Pills better than y'all. Which means he know what he could tell Pills, because they homeboys, to cause some mess. Or tell Ness something to tell Brooke that could cause some mess. It's just a really messy situation. But that did happen on Lemons. And I ain't gonna lie, Shakim act like his feelings was hurt, but I think his feelings was more hurt because of the whole trip thing and about whether or not the sponsor's still gonna pay for his part or not.
So
it
is he
that
still
type
going
of thing.
though? I mean, after they reneged the 1K or whatever, is he still going?
He said that he was still going, but at this point, Hood Table, your guess is as good as mine.
Because Shelly,
even
I know you just said you don't believe half the shit she be saying, but on Shelly, she did say the other day that she heard Mama Fifi and Shakim and Ro was coming to DC during her meet and greet, and she did say that if Shakim show up uninvited, then his mother is gonna be making some T-shirts.
Ooh.
I know I ain't the only one who heard that. I was
like, she carried.
Well, that's the thing. The DC thing is actually Saturday. Mm-hmm. It's Saturday. Mm-hmm. And he said that he's taking a bus. Which I just don't understand. He said he's taking the Greyhound. Which that's a 15-hour.
From Detroit to DC?
He better be leaving tomorrow, child.
Even like right now. I mean,
I'm telling you.
I mean, we gonna see him walking on his live to the bus station like he be walking to the gas station
to get them little honey packs.
Dragging a suitcase behind him.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, he said he was taking the Greyhound. He said it's a 15-hour ride, and he said that he need that type of ride anyway to clear his head. And he said he used to taking long rides like that because his daddy used to be a truck driver, and his daddy would take him on the road sometimes. I was like, Lord. Oh, okay. I'm just telling you what he said. So, but you're right. If he taking the bus there, he gonna have to leave tomorrow.
Hold on. Your favorite uncle said, "Can I get disability and work another job?" Example, YouTube. Child, I don't think so.
It also depends, because I actually had a friend who drew, but he couldn't make over $2,000 a month, something like that. But his disability was a lifelong disability, something that, they can't say it can go away, pretty much.
Right. I mean, with disability, because my mother was even on disability before. But with disability, you can make a certain amount of income. But with YouTube, can you control that? You can't control that when people constantly sending you cash apps, super chats. And then the thing about it is, even if like right now we make a video and let's say this first hour from the AdSense, we made what, $15? This video is always here and it's always going to be making money as long as people still watch it. So you constantly making money from your videos throughout the whole month. So you can't even control, like if they say you can only make $400 extra a month, how are you going to control that on YouTube?
Well, what you have to do, this is what my friend had to do. If you make over, you're only supposed to work like so many hours a week. And if you make over the $2,000 a month, you actually have to pay back the dividends.
You have to report it. That's the thing. You have to report it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You have to report everything. Like, because because here's the thing also, it also depends if your disability is something that cannot be cured. That's the only way you can do it. If it's something like you say you got a back condition and you're doing physical labor, then they're going to say, well, then you ain't got that much of a back condition, right? But if it's something like blindness, deafness, something that it's just going to get worse with time pretty much, then yes, you can still do some kind of work, but you can only make such and such amount. And it also depends on what state you're living in. You got to think, I'm in Mississippi, one of the lowest money states there is, pretty much. So they're down here, they can only make, I think it's $2,000 a month before they cut out the checks, if that makes sense. I had a friend who did it he actually drew his disability check from birth. While we were in school, he had a little side job, a little something easy for him, but his disability was for life, pretty much.
Yeah, I know a lot of people on disability. I got cousins, and like I said, my mother was until she passed away. And you can't make that much money on the side. And if you do go over that, then yeah, you do got to report it. Because, I mean, for one, if you start making more money on the side than disability, child, that's just like, okay, I've been back in my real poor days. I even had to have welfare, food stamps, Medicaid, stuff like that. And if I was to make over a certain amount of money, because if your child's father pays child support, right? But you're on the system because, like, let's say you got laid off or you lost your job. If you start making too much money, that child support is going to go all to the state. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not going to get all this disability money, and you bringing in all this extra money on the side. So you do have to report it, but most people don't report it. Like I said, I told y'all before, I had an auntie that went to prison for like 8 years because she was getting food stamps, welfare checks, Medicaid. She was getting all kind of shit and Section 8 and all kind of shit and claiming all these kids. And she got busted because she was working and doing all kind of other shit on the side too. And she did 8 years. That shit is not to play with. I'll never forget my auntie went to prison.
Don't play with the government, child. Don't play with the government.
Medicaid and food stamp fraud and welfare fraud. They will throw your ass in jail. So yeah,
they do not play.
Yeah, I believe that too. I never play with them like that. Hell, one of my cousins had a baby recently, and that's what she was like. You want to carry her? No, I don't. Like, you know how people be putting a new baby up in their family up on their taxes when that baby really don't live with them.
Oh, people do that shit all the time back in the day. They probably still do that shit, but you could.
Somebody tried to get me to do that, child. They tried to say, "Can I claim your kid?" And I said, "Hell no, you sure can't." I ain't going to jail, child.
Girl, hell no. I done had people offer that to me too, but you know what? That's some bullshit too sometimes, because I know people who got their ass whooped because they went and found somebody else's kid and they're supposed to split a certain amount with them and they didn't. Child.
They offered me money for it too, child.
Ass whooped, and the mother reported them and said they stole their Social Security card. See, you don't play. I don't play with that.
Oh, wow.
Not
I had to do that to my ex, child.
The person who filed the kid, she ended up getting like $5,000 or $6,000, and she was supposed to give the real mother like half, and she didn't. And she just, skated past her every time she saw her, ignoring her calls, ghosted her basically. So when she caught her, she whooped that ass. But she also called down to the IRS or to the tax place and said this person illegally, so they got in trouble with that too.
I actually had to go file taxes one year. This was back when my son was little. And at the time, he did draw a government check. He doesn't anymore because they said after his surgery, he's like any other kid. My child has CP. And at the time, he couldn't walk, so I had to do everything. But he can now. He's good. He's straight. But I had to say that. My ex tried to report him on his taxes. And my ex ain't been around my son since he was 2. So I had to go file to do that and had to make a report against my own ex. Sure did. He wasn't paying no child support neither, child. He wasn't paying a cent, not one red cent.
I know guys who have done that before, and I have had friends tell me they daddy filed them and they ain't do nothing. But yeah, you have to prove that and shit. You got to prove where the child was living. You got to get proof from the schools. This is real shit that really happens, and I have seen it with friends and relatives. But you gotta get paperwork from the school saying where the kid was living, all this kind of shit when that shit happens. But yeah, I don't fuck around.
Yeah, and not. Yeah, and not only that, I think most people, which I would hope that people don't do that these days, but who knows? But one of the things too that people fail to realize, most of the time it's a woman approaching you to do this. But they didn't even ask the daddy. They didn't even ask the daddy if that's okay. Because if the daddy want to carry his own child, then what you go get me stuck, caught up with carrying this child. You see what I'm saying?
But you know what? Mary said not half. She would have got 1,000. But see, the thing is, Mary, if I was to file taxes today, I probably owe $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. If I were to file your child, I probably get $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. So to break half, that would be cool with me. Because I know I would normally probably owe if I didn't file a kid. So yeah, I think that's fair to split it. With the parent, because you wouldn't be getting nothing without that child. I mean, I don't think you should do it anyway. Let me just make sure I say that very clear. It is illegal. You should not do that. But I'm saying for the people who do that shit, I haven't got income taxes in I don't know how long. I just make too much money. I always owe. And I don't complain about it, though. I'm not one of those people who complain about owing when I make so much throughout the year. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the year, I just be like, shit, okay, how much is it now? But
yeah, I've been.
It is what it fucking is. You either gonna make it then, or you're gonna make it later. So it kind of equals out, if you ask me.
I've been wanting to put that man on a t-shirt for so long, child. You don't know.
What man? Oh, your baby daddy? Who
my baby daddy child. I want to put him on a t-shirt.
Girl.
What you say? If I saw him on fire, I would light a cigarette on him and I would laugh and walk down the street.
Oh my God! Don't set his ass on the burning bed 2.0. The burning bed 2.0.
And that ain't even what he did to me, child. It ain't even what he did to me because I don't care about us no more. We've been moved on for years. It's what he's done to my son.
Let me ask y'all, Jay Dunn. You was on who panel was you on this morning? Because I was watching Bree, right?
I went to Breeze and then I was on YouTube cameras for a little bit and then I was on Breeze.
Said this time I had heard that blame on Briana for the failed adoption, or she thought she played a part in her not being able to adopt Anna. And the thing about it is, you guys, a lot of time we see it on here, right, where people be friends and they fall out and they out each other or expose each other. One thing I can say about Bree is ever since her and Kimmy stopped talking, Bree would be holding cards so close to her chest. Kimmy would be over there. She looked like this when I saw her. She was this and she was that. Da, da, da. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, we giving commentary on what we see in here over here, right? Right? That's how we do. So And Bree, it would take her, like, some people would be like, oh my God, Bree, when is she gonna say something? When is she gonna say something? I mean, when it first went down, when is she gonna say something? And Bree still, Kimmy talking about the guy sliding through the window, talking about her purse stolen, talking about just dragging her for everything that she know about Bree, right? And still, Bree was over there, basically, fuck that bitch. I ain't got no, whatever. But every now and then, Bree would get really like, okay, it is what it is. I'm about to say something, expose something. But it's very rare.
But you have to remember that Kimmy had the most leverage in that situation, though. Don't forget. I mean, hell, just yesterday we just found out that she was the one giving this heat Brianna's information, her job, and where she lives now.
Allegedly.
Right. So I mean, honestly, Brianna was up in the corner. When you look at it in hindsight, how much could she really do or say, because she knew what Kimmy could do, and I mean, look at it, what she has done.
Well, to find out that from Bree, when she said, see, I don't know if maybe y'all heard this before. I can't watch everything all the time. But so maybe y'all heard it before, but it was my first time hearing it from Bree. Of the real reason that her and Kimmy
well,
no,
I hear you, but I have to look because I don't know if my internet is being spotty or.
I thought that was me too. I think that's the hood table, child. I thought it was me at first. I kept moving my computer around. Child, you was glitching, child, and I thought it was me this whole time.
Yeah, I was looking
what
too.
was I doing?
You glitched.
Is my
hard,
thing
baby.
messing up? It glitched?
Yeah, I thought it was me, and Jay Dunn thought it was her.
So do I need to go out?
You good now, but you was glitching so bad we couldn't hear a word you were saying.
Didn't I tell you, Charlie? I said the StreamYard is messing up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I heard you saying something, but I couldn't make out a single sentence, and that's why I'm just sitting here and I'm like, what's wrong with my thing?
Yeah, me and Jay Dunn didn't say that to you because we thought it was us, child. I was like, what's wrong with my internet? I paid for the good kind, child.
So essentially, you will have to repeat it, hood table.
Like, what did y'all think about the real? Okay, I'm gonna repeat it. Is everybody coming in good, you guys? Because Jay Dunn sounds a little staticky to me, so I want to check with other people just in case I need to go out.
Hey,
what's up, Smooth Carter? Hey, Lady Bella. Hey, Big Smooth. I just love some of these channel names. Big Smooth Tennessee. How y'all doing? What up, Mary, Miami Popo? What's up? What's good? M. Renee, Dana Blue, Meow Meow. Come on in. So, sister, make sure y'all like and share the video, please, and thank you. Pastor J, is this the Pastor J? No, because that Pastor J, he spells his out J-A-Y. Or does he just use a J?
I think that is the pastor.
Pastor J, I'm like how you have to bring your pastoral at. I mean, can I cuss at a pastor? Well, shit. Chanel did for over 2 hours. So I'm gonna need you to bring your pastor robe and cloth and anointing oil up to the panel, okay? If you can. So, all right. So now in the past, I have always thought that Bree and them fell out because Kimmy had, said that or insinuated that it had something to do with her not being able to adopt those kids, right? Is that what y'all had heard?
She did.
Like, what?
She had said that. So she said that related to Briana and the Miss O back then. I did hear that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so y'all did hear that. So when Briana went live this morning and she said, you know what? She was dropping little tidbits and shit. And she was like, you know what? The real reason why they stopped being friends. And people, she said, I want y'all to guess. First, she asked the chat to guess. So, of course, people was putting in the chat, was it because of Pizza? Because, Pizza couldn't stand Kimmy, right? And I think the feeling was mutual. And they said, Bree said, nope, not because of pizza. They said, was it because of the Madison Blue Troll? And Bree was like, nope, it wasn't because of that. And everything they was mentioning, Bree was like, nope, 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 nope. Somebody said, well, did it have to do with a man? And Bree was like, nope, 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 nope. The reason why, well, it kind of has to do with a man, but not in that way. But Bree said the reason why they stopped talking was because Sir King, TMO, and Triple Red X was on Sir King's platform having a conversation. And Kimmy decided to, this is Bree's words, Kimmy decided to insert herself in that conversation, and Triple Red X must have cussed her dog the fuck slap out per Briana. And when Triple Red got into her ass, Bree said Kimmy told her she couldn't fuck with her anymore. And after that, Bree never said anything. She never hit her up. She never said, are you okay? She never said, what's up? She never said nothing. That was it. And then Bree said after the Triple Red thing, she said she never reached out to her, but she also said she never shaded her online. And she said Kimmy would do little things. And finally, she just got mad and decided to expose Bree. And that's when, Kimmy started, saying and doing different things on YouTube after they had stopped talking. So Bree said, I never shaded her online after that. Like a lot of us, if you look back at it, you can honestly be like, what the fuck happened? Like, they're not talking. Bree ain't really talking about her, but Kimmy, she was just, everything was Bree. Y'all remember that?
I do remember. And I honestly vaguely remember the whole Sir King Triple Red X thing. If I'm not mistaken, back then, because Brianna and Triple Red X, they have a pretty decent friendship, kind of like on the level of Brianna and ODS. And I think back then, Kimmy thought that her and Brianna were closer. Well, and I mean, they had been, they had went and bought a car together and did all this stuff. But I think that based on what I heard Brianna say, when Triple came at her like that, she probably felt like, me, you done met me, making her choose. But we've seen this before with Kimmy. I mean, how many times did Misunderstood have to try to choose somebody? Please.
That's why I said this is going to be a hard for China because, we know how this beef sector is, right? When you got two content creators that are going at it and you cool with both of them, you can do one or two things. Either take a step back, you know what I'm saying? And like distance yourself from both while they're beefing and then come back on the scene. Or if you stay on both day chats, try to stay neutral. Eventually, one of them is going to try to make you choose.
Yep. And what Dana Blue said, I think something Triple said while he was dragging is something that Kimmy told Bree, so she thought Bree was telling her business. I know Bree did mention that Kimmy thought that she had said something about the adoption. Like Bree gave us a little bit of information about the adoption today, but she said she didn't tell anybody the details of the adoption. She didn't have anything. Bree said, I wasn't working at the state, because I think Bree used to work, I don't know if it had to do with adoption or kids or whatever. Bree said she used to work with the state, but she said she had nothing to do with it. And she said one day somebody dropped down in the chat and they said something about Kimmy and adoptions. And Bree said that's how people found out about the failed adoption or whatever. Now, I don't remember that. Does anybody remember somebody dropping down in a chat and saying anything back in the day about, this would have been what? It's going on, year 3 that they ain't been talking?
I don't remember that, but I do remember that the first time that the adoption was ever spoken about, in which I felt that it was truthful, is when Demon Soul argued with Kimmy on Sir Kings. And that was when Demon Soul had just had some type of she had some type of surgery to where she could barely walk, but she had to have surgery, and her and Kimmy got into it on Sir King's, and Kimmy started dragging Demon Soul about the fact that Demon Soul had just had that whatever the surgery was.
Wasn't it
And
on her
then that's
ankle or
when
something? It was something on the
I can't
leg.
remember. I really can't remember, but I just remember when Kimmy came dragging her about that, then that's when Demon Soul had played that card about the adoption and went ham about it. And that was my first time hearing about the adoption and believing that it was some truth to it.
Same here, because I had, it's kind of hard because one thing that we know that people do on here, right? Sometimes we hear these storylines and sometimes they're manufactured. And sometimes it's like, okay, people be telling half truth. We don't always know what's real from fake, even to this day, to today. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like I told y'all before, I'll listen to a storyline. I'll just be like, okay, I'm jotting down notes, but I might even not even do commentary on it because I'm like, okay, this don't sound like what it is. And I'll just sit back and wait. And usually something else comes out to change my perception of the whole storyline. But in this situation, that is what Bree is saying. Now, I haven't seen if Kimmy went live or if she rebutted against that, because Bree was trying to make it very clear that it had nothing to do with her causing Kimmy to not be able to adopt. And Bree was like, I know about this adoption. I don't know all the details, but she did mention that the lady, the mother of the children, her name is also Briana. And Briana, when she was talking about it today, she was like, I really think that Kimmy has something against that. Like the fact that her name is the same name as the lady who Kimmy wanted to adopt, the mother of the kids that Kimmy wanted to adopt. Did y'all hear that? She said she thinks that Kimmy resents her because Bree has the same name
because of her
as
name.
And she said every time Kimmy looks at me, she probably thinks, about the fact that she can't have no kids. And also, I'm not going to say what Bree said about the uterus and all that shit, but Bree said it's not her fault that God gave Bree the same name of the mother of the kids that Kimmy wanted to adopt.
And I could believe that though, because women can be resentful like that. And especially, I must admit, being a lesbian, you see that regularly. You better not have the same name as her ex. Child, you might get a whole lashing that you wasn't even prepared for. So women be holding on to that. Even that type of past stuff. I don't know if it was trauma or what. So I could only imagine that her not being able to adopt at that time was kind of traumatic. But you right. Brianna can't help that her mama named her name.
Yep. Anything you gotta say about that, Charlie, before I move to
Oh, into the comment up there, no, they have the same. They have the same first name. Both of them named Brianna.
Right.
Which it ain't shocking to me, because hell, look at this new misfit that Brianna done brought in. Her name Brianna too, and she over there actually pregnant. Ain't that something?
But to think, and again, this is what Brianna believes. But to think that you can have a friend on YouTube and y'all fall out, and they give your address, because from what Bri is saying, people's coming to her house, sending flowers, whatever, DoorDash. Remember, Lady P? Was that her name? That had came to Bri's.
Yeah, Lady P had went over there.
Right. So people was doing certain things like that, and she was like, after that, Kimmy was like, oh, you need to move. And Bri was like, the only person who knew where I was moving was Kimmy, because she was helping her find a new place to stay. And then, lo and behold, people were able to find out where she lived after she moved. Now, I'm not saying Kimmy did that, but this is obviously what, Brianna believes about that.
I believe Kimmy 100% did it. But this is where I know that Brianna had to learn a lesson from that, because never, never let somebody that you don't know, and especially somebody out here, help you house hunt. But I have to say that at that particular time, Brianna might have been 30 years old, while Kimmy was over there 45.
She was younger.
So,
Brianna, she says that sometimes. I was younger. I'm not where I am then. When I started YouTube, I was in my 20s. Now I'm in my 30s. So, you do live and you do learn. I mean, because me, a person like me, I might tell y'all what state I live in or something like that, but I'm just gonna like, yeah, this is my address, yeah. Come. But like my homegirls or friends that I've been cool with for years, yeah, when I was looking for homes, they was with me. Like, girl, tell me, am I tripping? Is this too much? Do you think this is my shit, my style, my taste? You have your friends and stuff to do that for you in your real life. But then Bree started talking about the thing that happened at the shrimp fish fry joint, the crab leg joint, whatever that place, they chicken and whatever. And she was talking about that too. Like how she I guess China, she tried to say. Was that the person name who she said?
she was she was saying that China White might have had something to do with it. Because China White is from Florida too, and I think that's why her and Kimmy are really good Judies, because they both from the same area.
Right.
However, China did a lot. Oh, can you hear me now?
It's better now. Go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, however, China went on Chucky's live today and did a live rebutting that, and China swear up and down that was not her. But I mean, who knows, girl? I wouldn't know, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Because she did that then. And Bree was like, I saw the person, it was like a couple, and they was in a car, and they were recording me. But she said she thought they were really just looking in their phone. And then, of course, a few days later, who comes out with the video of Bree coming out the shrimp joint? 5A. Somebody in the sector recognized Bree. They know the B sector. They know 5A. They know she's a bigger YouTuber. Like, they literally sent the video to like the right person. Now they could have sent it to anybody, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. Like, of course, 5A, she was gonna get a gag out of that, a kick out of that, drag and everything, right? So it's like they knew exactly who to give it to. And then Bree claims that later down the line, when she saw what China looked like, that's when she was like, that was that girl who recorded me. Now, of course, none of us was there. Bree, I don't think she was able to get any video footage from the restaurant. Even though I think, matter of fact, wasn't Bree talking about like charges or filing something back then?
Yes, but it was because it was out in public. I mean, you can't really charge nobody for recording you out in public.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's true. That is true. And trust me.
Now, had it been on her private property, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, because I go to a lot of events here in our city, even protests, just all kind of things I go to around here, and it's public, so you can record. It don't matter who gets caught on your camera, you can record, and you won't get in trouble because it's public. So yeah, but I just thought that was really interesting on the reason why Bree said, her and Kimmy stop talking, because the reason why she brought it up was because Reed. I guess Reed had did a live, and Bree was like, Reed is up there talking about she thinks or she thought that her and Kimmy was still behind the scenes talking and doing shit. And Bree was like, why the fuck would I got real friends, we fell out, this happened, that happened. Why the fuck would I still be fucking around with Kimmy? And so
I felt Brianna heavy with that. I felt her very, very heavy with that, because for the life of me, I don't get how the people who watch, not just even me talking to y'all on the panel, but just in general, y'all, when people start tapping into your real life and existence, why would you think it's a play and that people just gonna forgive that? And when Brianna was saying that, I felt her with that because it's shocking to me that people think that I shouldn't have a problem with Heat or a couple of other people. Why wouldn't I? Because it's entertaining for me to be up there talking to them. I don't give a damn. And that's why I feel like when Reed kept saying that they still cool, ain't no way I would be cool with somebody who knew where I worked, helped me apartment hunt, took
Mm-hmm.
me to go buy my car, and then now all of my stuff out here.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. And you know, Jay does all. You know, I'm a professional, personal cake decorator, right? So every time Bree tells that story of making that cake for Kimmy and taking it to her for her birthday, you know how I feel
Mhm.
about my dessert, right? I'm like,
Yes.
you know, Bree was like, man, I could have spit in that shit. I could have shook Avery and pissed in that shit. But I made that cake out of care. And I drove all those miles to meet her halfway to give her that cake. So that right there, if you make somebody a cake, and I make cakes for funerals, I mean, paying customers, free customers, donations all the time. So when you make a cake and you spend time cooking and baking and decorating a cake, you really do care about the person you're giving the cake to. So I think Bree really did care about Kimmy because ain't no way I'm driving 30, 40 minutes to meet you at a McDonald's somewhere. That's like halfway. That's how far they stay from each other to bring you a cake
Mhm.
for your birthday.
Right.
So when it's just things that make it seem like, you know, maybe, you know, no shade to either person, but maybe the feelings or relationship or the friendship was really lopsided. Because I keep thinking how you can fall out with somebody and automatically you just tell all their business. I mean, we see it here all the time though, right? Like somebody said in Bree's chat, like that wasn't really a friend. A friend don't do shit like that. Like just come out and just spill all your tea right away. Like I don't know.
That that's true, but I also believe that if Kimmy truly believes in her heart of hearts something about her adoption has something to do with Brianna, I would have to say, how could you expect Kimmy to not be guns blazing with her? How could you?
I feel
I'm
you
sure
on that.
the only thing that Kimmy don't want it was kids. And if she really believed that, not to say that it's true, but if she really believed that Brianna has something to do with it, I could understand from her vantage point on why she would react the way that she did.
I feel you. I can get that. I feel you. I'm seeing where you're coming from. But my thing is, how could you stop an adoption? Like, I would think that if an adoption was stopped or canceled, pending, whatever, like
Hmm.
I mean, I never tried to adopt a kid. I never worked for the state or anything like that. But how could somebody stop you from adopting a kid? Because I would think that they would probably have to do something really salacious or say something really salacious, and then they would have to investigate you to figure out if that was true. Because I know they're just not taking the word from anybody off the street. So
Yeah,
how will Bree stop the adoption?
well, I don't think that Brianna stopped it. I think she has a problem with it being out here now for it to be fodder to everybody else. She think Bree told it. I think because Brianna, she don't have the capability of stopping adoption. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If it's not, it's not. But I think it's the fact that everybody is knowledgeable of it now.
Okay.
Because I think at one particular point she thought she had only confided into Brianna about it. But then
Yeah.
not only that, I mean, we just looked at Heat with the whole slideshow over there. I mean, with all of that up on your background, do you? I probably would deny you from
I
adoption.
mean, okay, and see, that's another aspect. That's another angle, and that's why I was
I
thinking
would
like, 'cause
deny
when
you
Bree
from adopting too.
when Bree was talking about, Bree was saying, how could I stop your adoption? I used to work for this person and that person, but I didn't have nothing to do with adopting and all that kind of stuff. So I guess from what you're saying is Kimmy was not saying that Bree was the reason, but it was just the fact that Bree had spoke about it, that she had tried to adopt and that she couldn't adopt. But when you look at the background and the history, like they look at your background and your history, even if you want to be a foster parent. And if you got a lot of charges, spending time in jail, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what causes people to not be able to adopt or foster. I know definitely you can't be abusive to children or, the elderly. You can't commit any violent crimes. But when it comes to non-violent crimes, I don't know which one of them might could stop you from, you could maybe like, let's say you wrote some bad checks. Let's make like Villanor. She was in on an insurance scam. Like, is that something that would make you not be able to adopt? It is a non-violent crime. So I don't know.
I would say that if I worked at one of those agencies and I looked and I saw that you can't even go to Walmart, then if you can't even go to Walmart to go get the Similac, to go get the diapers, to go get none of that, if you can't go, then I don't know if you're going to be able to be a good parent to this child. Where you going to go to get the necessities?
I don't know, because when I was a young parent and I was, the struggle, girl. I look back at that shit and the fact that my kids never really knew the fucked up situation we were all in. And that's why I talked about maybe a few weeks ago, like your children should not know your struggle. You do whatever the fuck you can to make sure they sleep every fucking night. And I worry when they wake up if the landlord is going to have their toys outside. You know what I mean? So when you look back to shit like that, Jay Dunn, I never stole any milk or stole meat from the store like that, but I might have worked 2, 3, 4 jobs and had to have people watch my kids a lot, while I was bringing them up, till I got where I was. But yeah, It's like,
I just looked it up, y'all.
We was poor when we was growing up, so I didn't want my children to experience that.
I was wondering why you was quiet over there, Charlie. I should have known you was up to something.
I'm looking at it. It says you are not allowed to adopt or foster if you have a felony conviction for child abuse.
Yeah, you can't.
Neglect, spousal, criminal against a child, including child pornography, violent crimes, felony drug possession, or physical assault within the past 5 years.
Oh, Robin just said that you can't have mental issues.
They do that, and they do a background check on everybody in the home. You have to pass inspection, because the reason I know this, I thought one of my nephews was fixing to go into the system child, and I thought I was going to take him because I don't have a criminal history. I didn't look up that part. That's why I just looked that up. But I do know that they do inspections of the home, background checks on everybody living in the home. The child has to have their own bedroom. You pretty much have to have everything set up for said child already before they even, because they do them inspections 2 to 3 times before you're even allowed to get the child. You have to have mental health evaluations and physicals and all this other stuff, child.
And I would have to agree with you, because you just jogged my own memory with that, Charlie, because I have 2 of my younger cousins whose mom passed away just suddenly through an accident. And my auntie had to get them. And I remember, not they done graduated high school and doing their own thing out here now. But I remember that they did have to do all that in order for them to clear my auntie to have them. Wow. Even for me, if I would have wanted to take them just for the summer to come out here, I would have needed to make sure that the living area was inspected. That because it was a boy and a girl, they required 2 separate bedrooms. All of this, and I forgot all about that. But you're right about that. They do. They are very, very strict on that.
It's a lot. You know what? And shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up, Lady of the Hour and Robin and ODS? What up, ODS? And Coach White and Shish Trish and Lady Bella. Come on in. Make sure y'all like and share the video. What's up, Bobby? How y'all doing? Where me? Thank you for joining us this evening. I have a family member who had a child taken away, and he was the father of the child. And, I don't have little kids anymore. So he asked me, could I take in, the child? Because when it comes to family, you don't have to go through all those extra measures and steps to be a licensed foster care. You don't have to do that if it's family. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that the baby has siblings and they wouldn't be together, I said no.
Well, but even with that, I'm family as well. But because I was out of state, they even care about them kids leaving across state lines.
Oh yeah, there's
Because
been
them kids was in Mississippi, but I lived in Georgia. It was a whole bunch of steps that I would have had to take just for them to come visit me for the summer.
they actually a lot of times prefer, if you live out of state, for you to move back to the state for such and such period of time, get the kids, prove you can take care of them, and then transfer back to your state. I've seen this happen with another situation. It's crazy. They, even if it is a family member, you still have to go through home inspection, and they have to make sure that you pretty much are stable and don't have a drug problem and you're mentally right and all this other stuff. You don't have to go through the foster system. You don't have to do all that, but you still have to do like background checks and stuff like that before they place a lot of the time.
Yep. And just like Bobby said, foster care is different from adoption. And foster care for family is different from regular foster care.
No, it's not this low.
And that's what my cousin wanted me to do. But the reason why I didn't take the baby, and I'm saying baby, y'all, if y'all knew me personally, y'all know y'all can have a 21-year-old. I say, where your baby at? But the baby was actually like 7 or 8 or something like that, but it had other siblings. And where the baby was in the foster care was with the siblings. Whoever had fostered them decides, I'm going to take all. So to my cousin, I said, I'm not going to take your baby, my little cousin, and just because the other kids are not yours, I'm not going to, because that's separating the kid. Even though that's my relative and I don't want to see him in foster care, but it's like his siblings will still be there. And then I'm just taking one because I can't take 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? So I have to turn it down. I said, I'm sorry, fam, but I wouldn't feel right taking the kid and their siblings is together. I prefer for them to all be together in the same spot. So yeah, that was my decision. And I have to live with that. And hopefully everything works out in the end, because I know the mom was pretty bad off. Without going into details, pretty bad off. She probably really never needs to have another kid ever in life. But, anyway.
What's up, better now?
How you doing?
Hey, love. Is the kid, is the mother better now?
This just recently happened. This was like 2 months ago. Damn. Yeah. My little cousin went into foster care with his siblings who aren't related to me. They're by a different, dad or whatever. Mm-hmm. This was a few months ago. All of the kids got taken away.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
This I called to clear up because y'all had it wrong. But Jay don't had it wrong.
Somebody keeps saying, hey to Corio. Is that shit's Trish? Corio is not even up here.
I think she thinks I'm Corio, Chad.
Oh no, that's Charlie. Charlie.
Hey everybody. Hey, listen, this is what happened with the Kimmy. Hey, Jay, with the Kimmy thing. The messages were actually from Kimmy to somebody else. But as far as the friends behind the scene, that happened I believe a year ago now. That we went on with that, and they actually were talking back then. They were saying they weren't. I had posted the receipt. What's her name? Misunderstood and who was it? Misunderstood fell out with somebody. It was Kimmy. That's who she fell out with. And she gave Kimmy the actual receipt proving that Brianna and Kimmy at that time had made up or whatever. They made up through ODS, who was down there in the chat. And Brianna came out and finally admitted that they had made up or whatever. So that's where that came from the beginning. So it wasn't like, oh yeah, they still friends or whatever. So that's how that actually happened.
Oh, because yeah, Bree was talking about Reed. Now, why you think I still want to fuck around with her?
No, I went up on Breeze today.
Yeah,
but other than so other than that, that's as far as that went. And the rest was text messages that were actually between Kimmy and somebody else. But that Kimmy had it was heavy. That's all I'm gonna say. But other than that, that's how the whole the friendship, still friendship, that's from like a year ago. So that's actually old. So it's not like yesterday I'm going like, yeah, they friends now. So that's a bunch of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that was an actual receipt that was dropped on my community wall a year ago, and Bree was still saying that it wasn't. And when Misunderstood and Kimmy fell out, Tracy actually read the receipt, and Bree came out and agreed to it. Also, ODS is in the platform. I mean, I believe he's in the chat. He can attest to it too, because that's how the connection was made between them two. But this was like over a year ago. I don't even think it was like about over a year ago when this was happening. So it's not like just yesterday. There, like, because the way that it sounded like it's yesterday that this happened. It's not yesterday. This is over a year ago.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I kind of understood Bree this morning too. Did y'all hear how she said everybody's about to wake up modless this morning?
Wake up what?
Modless, like her chat was about to be modless, no mods.
Oh,
after what?
But she did say that she was just going to take mod sticks because she don't want to deal with anybody that messes with Kim.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
I think, but she been on the edge of this. I mean, I'm not really one of those people to predict, but she done been on the edge of this since the group chat gate. So I think she just, any little trigger, she probably ready to unmod everybody, because I mean, group chat gate had her questioning the moderators, and then the moderators being over at Kimmy's. That's why I think it was. But Reed, I did want to say. So I wanted to ask you, what was up with Brooke sending you $1? So was she just trying to make you? I don't. I understand people sending.
Okay, this what happened. Remember the week before last when I did the live, and I was like, well, what happened with No, something happened with Brooke. I said Brooke got her fucking mind if she go back over there with us and them. Because remember, like right after that shit happened, they was dogging Brooke out.
Mm-hmm.
They had all turned on Brooke. Sound like Brooke. I said they gonna drag the fuck out of Brooke if Brooke go back on there. Go be right back on that panel, whatever. So Brooke had cash at me $1 and was like, I'ma drag that whole crew or something like that. I'ma drag the whole crew. And I'm like, what? Oh, so I cash asked her back $1. Say, can I say that? I cannot tell it. And then she said, no. And she said, don't say anything. And I don't speak to Ness. So I'm like, all right. So I held it, right? So last night when that situation happened, I didn't get that till this morning. I must have fell asleep on this. When I got the sound, what was it? You know I'm talking about what happened on there. You probably had left by then.
No, I just told Hood Table and Charlie about that whole thing. I told her that I heard you play it. So then today I went back and found the timestamp myself so that I could listen to the whole thing myself.
So did you see Brooke drop down and was cussing that came out too? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So and you seen Ness with the fake crying?
No, because it looked like Ness done. I saw her on the panel, but I couldn't see nothing she was putting up in the chat because not a bitch done blocked me.
Okay, she dropped down. She gave him the panel. She's like, and I got this, and like like it was like this like real theatricalness with the crying, and she hurried up and got off. So I had already had found, well, somebody had said that they heard that they were talking, still talking back through behind the scene. And I'm like, that can't be. So actually I waited before I showed. I had that Cash App for, it's been over a week now. If you look at the date, I came like a week now. And I dropped it. So I dropped it today. So then Brooke then sends me a Cash App. She was listening the whole time, right? After I played the mini mart and I dropped the receipt, she sent me another Cash App and said, another one I can't trust no more. And I'm like, bitch, when the fuck could you ever, I don't owe you no loyalty. You just said I was a drug addict and just got out of rehab. You just lied to me. Why you think I'ma hold your fucking secret, right? So I was like, fuck it. And so now, so wait a minute. So this is what she did. So then she goes, I guess, trying to jump in front of it because now she busted. She goes and do a post saying that she did that to set me up. How you setting me up? We not friends. I don't fuck with Ness and them. So how would you be setting me up by sending me something, or you know what I'm saying, a Cash App, telling me you gonna drag somebody in the and how it just didn't make no sense.
Right. And I remember I did hear you kept saying that if she gonna do it, she need to come on out and do it because the people attention span is only for so long or something like that.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, I heard you say that in the past.
Yeah. So that's what the Cash App, they still up there. That's what the Cash App was about. And then you gonna send me $1 for my secrecy? The whole thing, because
a dollar make you holler.
a dollar for, matter of fact, make it $2 because I had to Cash App her back $1 to find out when I could tell, can I tell her or not, and when she gonna do it.
Well, they said Heat was live today. Did anybody see that?
I seen it.
Okay.
Yes, it was dry to me.
It
It was
wasn't.
just dry.
It wasn't giving out, and it was just, she was live.
She seems subdued, defeated. A lot of that boisterousness that she had before is gone because she
Yeah.
know damn well everybody know who she is.
Well, they said
I have noticed a whole energy change.
they said she sounded like she was really hurt about
Yeah.
things going on. And I know VS told her the other day, you need to come with something in 24 hours. So we didn't get nothing.
No.
Wow.
Just stuff on the community wall. Nothing.
On the community wall, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Nothing heavy. Nothing to be
And
like,
just,
oh my God, hit the button.
yeah,
For
and just her talking about Kimmy and China and how China and her gonna be cool, and that that Kimmy is not going to, China already told her that she not gonna choose between them. It was just very, very laid back. It was definitely not giving all the stuff that she typically gives. But I honestly think the reality is setting in with her right now that, okay, you popped. So all that rah-rah that you used to do, you better calm that down.
Well,
Another thing.
I was looking at he had posted something 9 hours ago about Nessa's brother and how she's bragging about somebody else's dime and somebody else taking care of her brother. What was that supposed to?
She was basically showing the text messages between her and Kimmy.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, all it is text message receipt.
Yeah, it's
but like
over.
even
It's nothing. It ain't nothing there to be like, oh my God, like it's nothing. It was nothing at all.
Yeah, because
like,
I see another one that says where I guess that's Ness saying Kimmy Kimmy has a criminal record. I don't. Kimmy went to prison. I didn't. Kimmy has a history of fraud.
Oh no, that's her. That's he saying it about Kimmy when she said she can't drag her. But but it was something else that happened that was like really crazy yesterday, right? Because remember Kimmy had on her live, she said, yeah, she going go to my ops and all that, and I hate when these bitches link up with my ops. And Ness was saying the same thing, but with their minutes, you seen all the ops together. All the same thing.
When we was watching VS interview her, VS was
yes.
She said, Heat, you know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, yup, yeah. But they
Well,
all
but
was
this
sitting there and she was going live. I don't know. And Ness tried to go live to dry out the numbers or whatever. I don't know. But it was funny to see them go over there, especially when we just seen Kimmy dragging the fuck out of Ness on her live and then went straight over. And look, and this what she said. She was like, girl, you know, it was just a little shade. You ain't take that personal. And I'm looking like, huh? And then the one of the moms are like, she was dragging you. Yes, she was dragging you. So they like
wh-
Ness ain't slow. She know she was dragging her, whatever. So towards the end, they was all cool and chummy. Lori's sitting up there, and I'm like, Lolo, you out your mind? She freaking called. Look, she tried to make it seem like it was all in fun with Lolo. Her calling the what's the name of the people that Lolo was gonna do the
the zip line.
The
zip
zip line.
line.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
was
that's
Mhm.
great.
not funny. That's not no joke. Like you.
But this is
Yeah,
the
Timmy
thing though,
called her
because
zip
I was
line.
over there.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was over there at VS's, listening to the thing last night, and I was going back and forth in between the two. And I promise you, I saw all of them up there gathered, and
Hmm.
I realized that I couldn't see the link, but it's supposed to be up in the chat. So I had to go to my other channel, um, in order for me to see it, and I clicked the link, and that's when let me up there because I was definitely gonna address the fact that Kimmy was up there. But she wouldn't even let me up. And she banned me out the studio. But I noticed that too. Kimmy, Tracy, Ness, Laurie, and
And
Intrinsic.
and intrinsic,
Please.
y'all.
Not Intrinsic just talked about Kimmy Rump 2 nights ago
Yes.
up in my damn text messages. And I'm like, what? But she
Yo,
wouldn't even let me up. She knew I was gonna come up there with the shit.
when I say that shit was funny, because I was like, hold up, wait a minute. They on there talking, so look at the ops. They all linking up my ops. Kimmy just did this big old speech about ops linking up. And she went directly over there and was like, and then the way she played them was like, to be, in my opinion, Kimmy was the winner in it because when I say she dragged us, right? And so it was just light shade, girl. You know, it was just shade. And then when Lolo, and she told Lolo, like, girl, I was just playing, like, you know. And I'm like, that's not how you did it. No, you did it to try to pop Lolo. So they actually, to be honest, they the ones that look crazier than Kimmy
Child, what's up,
because
Taylor?
this wasn't
What's
even an
up? How
hour
you
after the
doing?
live. Hmm.
Shout out to the members in the chat. What up, Taylor? How you doing? Make sure you guys come on in and like and share the video. Hey, lovely one 2.0. How you doing, Mary? Child, it's a lot going on.
It's a lot.
I
But yeah,
don't know
that was a
what
whole
Sylvie
nothing
needs to
burger.
do though, for real. Like he talking about she about to take a hiatus. Do y'all think she should come back?
For what? This part right here is done. It's a wrap.
Did y'all see the Maso come back out and hit panels again? I was like,
Oh
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
yeah. I was like, oh, child, she back. You know, she took that hiatus.
Well, I didn't see her hit no panels, but I see her drop down in Bree's chat, and she
She was
said
on
something
Miss
about how
Bizarro's.
y'all, TMO has said something to Bree in her chat about how could y'all not understand that I was, paranoid or something when y'all know Kimmy was doing kind of all kind of things, and Bree was like, so when I apologized to you, when I called you on IG and apologized to you and said I'm apologizing because I got misinformation from Kimmy and heard that she was lying. She was like, I wasn't telling you then. Like, did y'all see that part of Bree's video?
No.
Mhm. I saw it, but I'm not shocked that Demon Soul is back. And I honestly don't blame her because while she was on the hiatus, she messaged me a couple of times on Instagram. But I think she should be back.
Jay Dum.
I don't think she should have left.
Well, I think she should have took whatever time that she needed. But we're not going to forget, she's actually one of
Can
the
y'all hear
people who
Jay?
are right. Oh, you can't hear me?
It's going like in and out, Jay.
It's not
Huh.
Jay.
It's
It's
really staticky, but go ahead.
go ahead,
What do
Taylor,
I need
baby.
to do? I need to leave and come back?
Your internet's been messing up this whole time, sweetheart.
Oh, well,
It'll
why
be
you ain't
good.
tell me?
Drop down and come back, Jay.
Just come out and then come back in.
No, I was talking about the hood table been having an issue with hers too. Hey, Trish.
Hi, how are you guys, ladies? I wanted to.
Well, maybe I should drop down and come back too.
Well, you all right right now? It just does it every once in a while. But we can catch what you
All
say.
right. What's up, Trish? How you doing?
What's up, the hood tables? I was coming up to speak to Jada.
I should be back.
I'm gonna wait.
Oh
for
yeah,
her.
Jay. Yeah, she'll be back.
So the reason why is I tagged her in a post yesterday on my community wall, and it was all pertaining to VS interview with this Heat. This Heat said something in that interview that made me contact Jada, and then I'm going to wait for her to come back up because her answers weren't very clear.
Oh, well, come on back, Jay Dizzle. Come on back. Let me make sure this is Pastor Jay.
Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Good
Pastor
evening,
Jay.
ladies. Good evening. Good evening. Good
I'm about to
evening.
go on. I'm about to go in the chat, y'all.
Huggies, Reed.
All
right, Reed. I think this is
okay.
Jay Dunn coming back.
See y'all.
Hold on. Let me make sure this is Jay Dunn, y'all.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry about that. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
So Jada.
Oh. Well, hold on one second. So all I was saying was that Demon Soul, she has the right to come back. She had the right to take care of whatever she needs to take care of. But she had the right to come back because she is still going to be involved in this Vegas trip. She going with Jay Wilson now. So she could be back.
Okay, Jadon, on the community wall, I tagged you in a question, and it wasn't clear your answers at all. My question to you, when did you actually cut your hair and post? Because you said you never sent Ness the picture of your haircut. When did you make it public that you cut your hair?
I cut my hair last summer. I did make it clear.
Meaning, did you
last June? It was last June when I cut it. I posted a picture last June.
Where did you post that picture?
On my community wall.
When did this Heat and Ness break up?
Girl, I'll answer my part of the questions. You want me to track a theory about you? Whatever you got going on. I don't know when.
You don't have.
When
You
they
don't.
Officially. Wait a second.
This has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you and what this Heat said about her and Ness being on the phone, keying when you cut your hair. And I know I spoke to you on your panel, and you said you just recently cut your dreads. So I wanted to know the date.
Last summer is recent.
Okay.
I had them for 12 years.
I think they broke up last winter, so it debunks my theory anyway. So that's all. And you got to be more clear and literate, bitch. Bye.
I did. First off, let me tell you why she telling me that she on my community wall at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Girl, I'm asleep. Now I answered you the first time. Then when I woke up to piss, you done sent me something else up on there. I try to answer you then. Come on now.
Child. What's up, Big Slabs? How you doing? What's up, kind to me?
Now, hood table. You know what? You know I get revelation from your name. You do understand that, right?
But what's the revelation? So
I keep hearing God ask me a question.
Oh Lord.
I know, right? And that's what I said. I was like, "Oh, really, God? Like that question? Like it made me think for a minute because it's like, okay, in order to get to the table, I gotta walk through the door. But in order to get to the door, I have to answer a question. So he's been dealing with me on if Jesus shows up to your house unannounced, will you be ready? And it kind of hit me because I'm just like, dang. That's a real deal question. And then I gotta look at I'm like, okay, if he came to my house unannounced, what is my first thought? like I gotta take inventory. I'm moving stuff all over the house, but that's a hard question to ask.
You want to know something? I don't have
Go
nothing to hide. God can
that
walk in
part.
my Jesus could walk in my house right now, and all he gonna do is say, "Child, I told you to stop messing with that drama." But that's about it, cause ain't nothing else he gonna find except for my love for him.
Facts.
Is
He
that
is
you,
gonna
Reed?
shake his head at me
Yes,
though.
me.
And to be honest, I have to agree with Charlie. Cause like it ain't even a difficult question. If Jesus showed up to my door right now, I'll let him in. He gonna see my box of cigarettes on the coffee table. I might even light one up and be like, what you need? What did I do?" And again, nothing to hide because he know I smoke cigarettes.
He already knows everything.
I say
So
something just real fast. I'm gonna
What
drop
you
down.
asked Jesus, Jay Dunn, is where we going? Do I need a light?
Jay, this is definitely for us. I'm at 9%. Then I'm gonna drop down and charge up, and then I'm gonna get with lovely motherfuckers stalking ass in the chat. They be getting on my damn nerve. But sir, wasn't you just on VS got caught up in the titty scandal?
No, ma'am, no, that
You done got
no,
news.
no, 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 no.
They said you the TD no Diddy Jakes. Was that you?
Hold
Yes,
up a
that
minute.
was
You
me.
Hold
know
up,
what
hold up,
this nigga done went from
hold up,
titties
hold
to
hold
what
up, hold
Jesus
up, hold
gonna
up,
say?
hold
What
up.
Jesus gonna say about you passing them news off in that Discord?
Hold up, hold on, hold on. Number one, hold on. Let me answer your question. Number one, I'm not involved in any scandal whatsoever. Two, you're right. Jesus knows everything, but I know I'm innocent. Three, I ain't got nothing to hide, and I can stand on that. Number four, yes, I go to Bishop Jake's church. Cool.
It's the
Nothing
freak
wrong with
off.
that.
So this is not the freak off Tuesday. So basically, you came over here asking us about what Jesus would say if he came in, but you didn't ask what Jesus was gonna say when them news would just happen to fall on your lap.
What news was that?
Well, you
Uh,
know the news that was sent to you from Chanel.
So I guess that's even a better
Yeah.
question. I
Okay. So
think
hold on,
that's
hold on.
even a better question for him. Because if Jesus picked up a cell phone and said, "Let me look through it," what would you do?
I would hand
I'm
it
gonna
to him.
say
I ain't
this
got nothing
one.
to hide.
I got a word of God for you. Beware of false
I would
prophets, for
hand
they
look.
are
I would
But,
many.
hand Jesus my
can
phone. I
can
wouldn't
the
say not a
Lord swipe
word.
left on your phone?
but Pastor
Not the
J, but
Lord
Pastor
swiping
J,
left.
Can
Pastor
can
J,
Jesus swipe left
Yes,
on your
ma'am.
phone?
I just got a question, Pastor J.
Yes, ma'am.
When the Chanel cartel sent you that nude, you really just deleted it without looking at it and Googling over it and maybe
Now
looking.
look, I said I saw it and then I deleted it.
But Pastor J,
Yes, ma'am.
now you also told VS that um you are not you're standing in your shit, right?
I am indeed.
Right? And you want Chanel to chase you.
I told
If
her
she
I'm gonna make
wants
her earn it. I did say that. I said I'm going to make her earn it. It's
if
not
she
going to
wants
be for.
all of that, if she
Earn
wants
what?
all of that,
She
she's gonna
look.
say
I'm
she's
gonna tell you like this.
gonna
Chanel has indeed called me. She has indeed left me a voicemail, and she has indeed left me a text message. That's
so
all
you
I'm.
saying that you standing on
That's
business,
not
right?
Eve though. I
But
just was look. This don't make y'all uncomfortable. The pastor of y'all church walking around, you can't even swipe left on his card. That ain't no daily affirmation. Titties is not affirmation.
my thing is, when did pastors start making women chase them across the pulpit?
Look, number one.
I
Look,
mean,
see,
in the
look.
realms of the truth.
Like I told her, I'm not gonna make it easy on her. She gonna have to chase me. I'm gonna make her work for it.
Can
So
I
do
get
you
a word?
really
That girl
like
don't like
So
real
you.
so
have a real
look
relationship?
so far she has called, she has left a voicemail, and she has texted me.
So were
Well, now
y'all in
what?
a real relationship though, or was this
Yes, we were in. Yes,
lust?
before
So this wasn't
before
about lust.
Look, before all the bull crap, yes, we were in a relationship. To answer your question,
Mm-mm-mm.
I got my church finger up, child.
So
I
if you
gotta
were in
give
a
Wow.
you. I got.
relationship, if you were in a relationship, why would you delete her pic if she sent you the pic?
because I don't have time for the bull crap, and for her to try to disrespect me when all I did was have her back and defend her in a way that can't no woman say that. Okay, well, if you're gonna be my man, if somebody's disrespecting my woman, it's my job to have my woman back. It's my job to put my foot down and say, hey, look, we not doing that. We not gonna have that. This ain't this ain't that. We not doing that.
You know who I thought you were? At first,
What-
I thought you would. You sound like Big Man TV.
Don't do my big man like that.
And I
No,
said
not
you
in a
give me
bad way. Cause I'm
royalties.
like this Big Man trolling.
And I said earlier you give
Uh,
me royalties. But my question, the reason why I asked you that was because when I've been in like even if I had a long distance thingy and
Mhm.
my guy sent me a pic or I sent him a pic, if you're in a relationship, you're not gonna delete the pic.
I
I
think
deleted.
y'all really
I
up
look.
here.
I'm gonna tell you why I deleted. I deleted it out of anger because I was so pissed the hell off at her. Because I'm just like, I don't know what woman in her right mind is going to tell her man not to have her back.
Well, first off, Jesus wouldn't
I'm
even
just saying. I'm just
Jesus
saying.
Jesus wouldn't even classify that woman as your woman if you ain't married her. So I'm trying to figure out why
Mhm.
we doing this. My woman, my woman. When did
Number
you marry her
one,
and take a vow?
look. I had every intention on making everything official. That's what I said, and that's what I stood by. But she messed that all up.
Well, can I ask you another question then? It's a
Yes.
two-part question. Okay.
Okay.
So when you
Give
seen
it.
the naked picture, right? Were
It
you
wasn't.
aroused?
She was not all the way like that. First of all,
Okay, did you like you were you aroused though? Did you get an erection?
she was cute. It
Okay,
was.
so you were so let me
She was.
okay now here's the second part to this question. Did you pray before or after you jerked off?
It didn't even get that far.
And God we trust. Good night.
Jesus
uh,
wept. Jesus wept.
I got some words for you. Some parting wisdom from someone that's
Oh,
been through. A man is not supposed to make a woman chase him. He is supposed to be the king of his castle.
Oh,
You
I'm
know
the
it says
king. Oh, I'm the king. Don't get it twisted. I'm the
and
king.
beware of false prophets, for they are many. You know I'm telling the truth. You gotta beware,
Look.
people.
Oh, I understand. Hey, you know what? Spirit recognize spirit. All I'm gonna say is this: at first, she had her a good man. But when the disrespect came, I'm like, okay, you know what, babe? I need you to relax. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna put my foot down and I'm gonna handle it respectfully.
so that
Because
was a major cause of y'all breakup because you were
yeah,
defending
so,
her and she didn't
so
want you.
I did. Yes, I went over to somebody's page that she was beefing with, and respectfully, I ended it. I was like, look, we not doing that. With all due respect, she is my woman, and I have to look out for her. Now she came back and said, "Oh, I don't need you doing that." Hold up. What woman in her right mind is gonna tell her man not to defend her? That's first and foremost. I've never met a woman, point blank, period, that has ever told her man that she didn't need help. She didn't need him defending her. Now I thought a man defends his wife just like a woman is supposed to defend her man. I'm
You know
just
what?
saying. I'm just saying now. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies.
In the
Please.
Bible it states, "Get behind me, woman." Do you know why? For her
Mm,
protect for her protection. He's supposed
mm,
to stand in front of that so that she's
mm.
always protected by her man.
But when I did, she had, oh, I don't need you doing that. Well, hold up. Now, I had your back. Even though you told me not to do it, I still did it because as your man, I have a right to defend you and I have a right to protect you. So now it's like, okay, hold up. Really? So you that mad because I defended you and I protected you? So you're mad at me for going over there for doing that. Okay, cool. Say no more. I digress.
The man is supposed to be the head of the table. He's supposed to
Up.
protect the
Say
woman. That
something
is your
about
job as a man. Our job is to nurture and take care of you and our household and our children. That's what it says in the
but
Bible
she did
now.
say something about she didn't like that you were over there with the ops though. She didn't like that you were over there with
If
the
That's
ops. I
no,
think that was the main
it don't hold on, no. It doesn't matter if I'm protecting you and I'm making sure that nothing comes through that they're gonna have to go through me in order to get to you. That's
Are you
one
a
thing.
provider too? You providing for
Correct.
her?
I'm trying, but she's
I don't
messing
know if he's
everything up.
providing for her now. She said
You need
she
How
ain't
much?
never asked her for
How
any
much
money.
is the last cash app? How much is the last cash app you
She
sent
never
her?
she never asked me for any cash.
Yeah, she did say on VS she never asked him for any money. But still, I mean, I guess if your woman was to say, I don't want you
So
in that person's
so
chat because
let
that's
me
my ops.
but still, ladies, if I'm your man, I'm defending you and I'm protecting you. Let me do what I'm supposed to do.
Well, couldn't you have done it from like your own panel instead of going to the ops? Because I think that was the biggest part of her
Man,
anger.
look, I don't have a panel, so I went straight to her. That's how, as a pastor,
Oh, okay.
as a pastor, I go to people. I'm not afraid to. Look, if we have a problem, we gonna sit down, we gonna talk it out, and we gonna let that be that. We gonna
So you
let the
don't have
chips
a
fall.
channel?
No, I do not.
Are you going to create a channel?
You say what? Say that again.
Are you going? I think you told VS that you did. You say you were going to create a channel,
Yeah,
or
I'm going to actually create a channel.
okay? And so will you be addressing this on your channel?
Yeah, and much more when I
Oh,
get a chance.
oh, okay,
But
okay.
my thing is, as a man, you don't tell your man, oh, not to do something. As a man, your man is supposed to defend you. Your man is supposed to protect you. Your man is supposed to go ahead and take the bullets for you.
And I agree. You know, if you are in a committed
Relationship,
relationship,
correct?
committed relationship. But was y'all in a committed relationship?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, but you said you're going to make her chase you down. She gonna
I'm
have to
not.
work for it.
She has to earn that right.
She got to
When you,
grovel.
it's just like when a man is in the doghouse. A woman is not going to make it easy for him. He gonna have to work.
Yep,
So
What if
he
she
needs to work.
if a woman messes up, why can't she work for it?
Well, what if
I
she just
mean,
sends you another
it go
picture?
both ways. It's a two-way street, right?
What if she just send you another picture?
That ain't gonna work. I
Hmm.
told her she gonna have to work for it. It's not gonna be easy, and I'm not gonna make it easy on her.
Well, Mary said, "Can somebody give a backstory? You want to give a little backstory without going too far back, Pastor?"
Okay, so when I first met Chanel, she was fine. I was interested in her. She had me intrigued for a minute. The phone calls, the setting up dates, trying to see her, trying to surprise her, just trying to show her that I'm worth it.
Child, I
Cool.
gotta correct myself. I was wrong. Child, I tried to find that Bible verse. They taught me that in Sunday school. They lied to me, child. They was trying to get behind me evil, child. Somebody corrected me in chat and I went and looked it up, couldn't find it. I was like, they told me that in Sunday school, child. They lied to me.
Yes, get thee behind me, Satan. Mm-mm.
Yeah, child. They lied to me. They lied to me, child.
So yeah, but until all of this, the disrespect, the character assassination, all of that, it's uncalled for. Because number one, this man has stood 10 toes down for her. This man right here has sit here, defended her and protected her by any means necessary. This man right here has had her back. I've never once disrespected Chanel. I've never once called her out her name. I've never once even raised my hand to her. So, with that being said, if I'm not disrespecting you, calling you out your name or whatever, What in God's right mind would make you think that it's okay to disrespect me?
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Lady Bella.
Oh, you're so pretty.
Hey.
Lady
Hey.
Bella bless you.
How you doing, Lady Bella?
Hey. I'm gonna be real quick if that's okay, because I took my night medicine.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I have a couple quick questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, first of all, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay. You church in God in Christ?
No, ma'am.
What are you, Pentecostal?
I was raised Baptist, but I'm also apostolic.
Okay. I'm hearing what you're saying because I was raised up in church too, Mississippi. I've been in church since I
Amen.
was
Amen.
since I
Now,
was a fetus.
I will say this. My ex fiance, no, I say ex, my ex wife, her father stays in Vicksburg, so I've been out there having church as well. So hey, I understand when you say it like that. I know how y'all get down in the South, and yeah, hey, I learned from the best of them.
Yeah, and I hear what
That's
you're
what's
saying.
up.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I feel like you on the right track. But it sounds like you're putting yourself like you're a prize, and like any woman that's with you should be proud to have you, which is good. But you got to tone it down a little bit. Does that make sense?
I hear you. Yes, ma'am. It does. It makes a lot of
And,
sense.
and I know in the church, women are looking for a good man in church, but it's like 5 good church men and 20 women. And it makes it hard when you say, we got to chase you down.
So here's,
You sound
lady.
kind of,
Let me.
you
So
sound,
let me.
you sound kind of arrogant when you say it like
No,
that.
no,
You
no,
know
no.
what I'm
Hold on.
saying?
Okay, so let me clarify. It's just like when a man messes up, right? And ladies, y'all know if we mess up, we in the doghouse, and we have to put in the work to show y'all that okay, you know what? We're sorry. We won't do it again. Y'all are all that we want. But vice versa, if a woman messes up, why can't she prove herself to her man? I mean, if the man is gonna be in the doghouse, that's a two-way street. I'm just saying. Not trying
I
to sound,
agree.
not trying
I
to sound
agree.
arrogant.
Do you
Do,
want to be married?
do I want to be married again? At
Yeah.
first, I said no, but then again, I had to come to realization. I'm like, okay, God, all right, I got you. So yes, I do.
Because let's be honest. You don't want to be out there in the street trying to live safe, right?
Correct.
Okay. Because the Bible is better to marry than to burn. Okay.
Correct.
I think you need to, before you get married, take some marriage counseling courses and try to decide what type of.
I've already did that already. So it's I rather take it again, but I do that for a lot of other people. So
You want
Okay,
to
do
know?
that and realize as you get older, women
hmm
change.
correct.
Okay, you can't be putting these stipulations on females.
You want to know what my daddy said to always win an argument with his wife, and they've been together 36 years. Yes.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna
You know
tell you
how
what
he
I
always
learned.
won?
Hold
Yes,
on.
dear.
I'm gonna tell you what I learned. When a woman is right, she's right, and when a woman is wrong, she's still right. Point is
Amen.
that you cannot win a battle when it
Yes, you
comes to a
can.
woman.
You can
Nah,
say yes, dear.
no. I know that, but that's the easiest way. But
I don't. No. I don't want a husband that says yes, dear. We're in a partnership. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I'm mature enough to correct myself.
mm,
Oh, I'm joking.
That's not. We're not gonna do that. I'm old enough. Okay, I want a husband that can say, "Hey, baby, you was wrong the way you cut that cashier out up in that store." And I can be mature enough to say, baby, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't have talked to that little girl like that. I want a husband that knows that he can come to me and call me out on my BS.
Fact. Oh, you know what? Thank you. Oh, you giving me confirmation right now. Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Lord
I don't
have
want no
mercy.
husband I don't want no husband that's scared to tell me when I'm wrong. And I definitely don't want no husband that's gonna be
Lady,
hollering at me.
can I ask you something real quick?
Sure.
Am I wrong for having this woman's back and standing by her? Am I wrong for defending her and protecting her?
On YouTube,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm 44 years old. I ain't gonna ask no man to come on YouTube to defend me on something.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be honest. That's just me. I wouldn't bring my relationship to YouTube. That's just me. I'm not gonna bring my man on YouTube. I mean, other people can do what they want,
Right.
but to me, I'm gonna build my marriage, my relationship, what's going on with us. No. Now in the streets or whatever, yeah, I expect him to protect me and provide for me, but not for
That
no
part.
YouTube. This is for entertainment. My job is to make sure when he comes through that door, the man's already been working all day, and then I'm gonna ask him to get on YouTube.
That part.
Okay.
No,
Not only that, but if the man done been working all day and he tried to get on YouTube, but he forgot his password, then what?
Jay Don,
See, I
She
Jay
was
being
trying.
funny. She
Jay
being
Don did
funny.
it right, child. I was trying to joke a while ago, and it just didn't
Don.
even go right, child. I was trying to be goofy.
Oh,
I never want to be a burden on my husband, my mate.
Right.
When he comes in, I want him to, I know I'm gonna go home to my wife, and whatever I've gone through that day, I know she's gonna be my comfort.
That's how it should be. Hmm.
Yeah.
But as a woman, my thing is, if I'm the man and you're my woman, I would expect for my woman to say, "Okay, babe, you know what? Do that. I'm gonna have your back. Do what you got to do. Handle your business."
So, but Pastor Jay, the
hmm
thing that Chanel kept bringing up was the fact that she kept saying that you sent her picture to Mothello, and
That
also
that that
basically,
was a that was a doggone lie. Chanel, no, I would never disrespect her like that. I've never disrespected her. With that being said, that wasn't even on me. And I've got calls telling me, "Oh, you wasn't the one that sent the picture." So I said, "Oh, okay."
okay. So
So if
somebody
I
else, she said
somebody
right
else
now she
sent it,
said other people had pictures. So you think
hmm?
somebody else who had the pictures already sent it to
Yep,
Mothello?
they've already told me who sent it.
Okay, I was just wondering because I mean she kept saying it over and over again. So
My
it's
my
basically
thing is
like,
this: you so she's mad at the point that this has everything to do with me going to her ops page and just trying to defend her and protect her. That's every that's the gist. That's why she's so mad and pissed off and all of that because of what I did. And like I told her, I said, you know what? If you're gonna be mad at me for it, then you know what? Be mad. I'll take that any day of the week.
well, do you want to be back with her? I mean, I know you said in VS's interview that she would basically have to come back groveling, basically. You
I told
know,
her she gotta come back correct. She has to woman up, be mature about the situation, and say, you know what? I'm sorry. I messed up as a woman. I understand that you are only trying to defend me and protect me. So that's my bad.
okay. Well, can I ask you this question?
Yes.
How, okay, how did you find your way even over to these sectors? Because you not only messed around or dated her, but also wooed as well.
Hold
I
on.
mean, is this like
Hold
the
on.
are
Okay,
these the only two
hold on.
people on YouTube you ever dated? Is this like a
No, no,
thing?
no, no, no. Hold on. Me and Woo we never dated. We just conversated. There's a difference.
Okay.
Didn't Wu
Can I say
text you
something real
about
quick?
money or something?
Go ahead, Lady
Um,
Bella.
so what is your first priority? What is your number one? Your what is your goal? What's your first priority above all of this? What should it be?
What is above all of this? Okay, so my first priority is doing what God has asked me to do. That's my first priority
Right.
because God is the head.
Okay. I can tell you right now, your job is to serve Christ and to make him known.
Correct.
You're on a public platform and it's not looking good. And I feel like you do have a great voice that you could draw people in and people will listen to you. But you got all this negativity that's attached to you. So I think you really need to pray and say, okay, God, what do I need to do so I can separate myself from this negativity? You know what I'm saying?
I hear you because my
Because
thing
it comes
is
first. If
it,
it means
it
cutting these other people off, I mean, what's happened is happened. You can't do nothing about that.
correct. So after everything has happened, I have left everything alone until the interview today. Question was brought up. I've answered that to the best of my ability. But VS did ask me, she was like, well, Pastor, can you be the bigger person and just apologize? I told VS, look,
He
I've
said,
tried.
hell no. Oh, go ahead.
I told VS, I said, look, I've already tried that route. It ain't got me nowhere. So why would I go
No,
right back?
you need to do. Sometimes you have to humble yourself and do a public apology because it's not about you. Remember, it's about the kingdom of God. I just want you to think about that.
You gonna think
Okay.
about
Because
that?
I've heard you today. I've heard you. I heard you in BS today, and I was saying to myself, you supposed to be a man of God, but something ain't quite.
Because my
You
thing is
know,
this, like I said, the disrespect, she didn't even have to take it that far. But if I've already tried going down that route and it's not got me anywhere, and I've tried, like you said, I've tried doing it the humble way. I've tried, and this is the position that I'm in. It
and you
hasn't
said
got
it right there. I tried.
And that's why I said, do you really still want to be with her? Now, no, not.
no. My
I
thing is
mean,
this. I want the lies to stop. I want the disrespect to stop because I have never once in my life disrespected this woman at all.
right. But the reason why I asked that was because, boy, she was very, ooh, when she was talking to you on VS, I know a lot of
Hmm.
guys would have been like, girl, like, I don't know what kind of relationship y'all had or how you were
She
raised.
was
I
mad
mean,
because I
even
went
being in
over.
a church, even being a man of God and being raised in church, I know you guys were raised to like, okay, this is how people should communicate, things like that. Like, I can't imagine a pastor that I know who would be cussed out. I mean, just all over the social media, and you still like, yeah, I want to be with her, but she got to
No,
grovel.
hold on.
She
So
got to
this
beg. She got to make me want to take her back. It's kind of weird.
no, I'm just making her stand on everything that she's put me through. I gotta make her stand on
Wait,
business.
whoa, sir. That ain't your responsibility.
True, true.
You're not her
You
daddy.
right. You right.
You're not her daddy. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go because I took my night medicine. You need to. I don't know if you have a person that you respond to. Do you have like a spiritual father?
I do. And
Okay,
I've already talked to him, and I've let it be known. I said, "Look, Pop. Yes, we were in a relationship. Yes, we were talking." I said, "But
okay,
we both know my mo. We both know what my character is. For her to slander my name and disrespect me in every single way imaginable ain't
I'm
cool.
from Mississippi. I'm sorry. All right, well, I probably said humble. If I said it wrong, I'm from Mississippi. Girl, look over me.
Girl, I'm over here
Um,
cracking up.
I
Now we
know.
No.
Mississippi
Hold
over
on, hold on, hold
here.
on.
We from
People,
Mississippi.
hold on.
Not
Hold
humble.
on. You got to understand. Some people say humble. Some people say humble. It can go any way. It can go any way. So I understand what
Trust me,
that
I got
say.
people from down south. I get it. I understand.
Right. So
I'm
it goes
gonna.
either way.
Do you know the Mo3 sector? Really know them?
I know one person in the Mo3 sector.
Is that your best friend that they talking about?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna
I
give
So
you a
y'all
word
like
of
real
advice.
life best friends. You like
Yeah,
real life best.
me and her both went to school together. So I've been knowing this woman over going on 15 years now.
Oh
I'm gonna give
wow.
you a word of advice. Right? You want this stuff to stop with Chanel? You want it to end? Stop talking about it. She gonna keep going for a little while on you, right? But eventually that's gonna get turned and she'll quit. This is the same thing with the beef sector and any other sector. You can ask anybody on here. They'll start on you for a little while, but if you leave that alone and stop talking about it, eventually they'll give up on talking about you and they'll move on to
Right.
the next thing.
Okay.
That's usually how it works. But I did not know you were Ashley's best friend.
Yeah,
Are you talking about Miss Ashley from Cam?
Yeah, Ashley
Miss Ashley.
Mosley, baby mama
Oh,
Mosley.
Ashley Murray. Oh, okay. Because
Yeah,
there's different Ashleys in the Mo3 sector. You know what I'm saying. There's
Yeah,
yeah,
different
Mo three,
Ashleys.
the child, the mother of Mo three.
yeah. She
Yeah.
Ashley is my best friend. That's one person who I know is gonna have my back. She's not gonna lie to me. She ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. She gonna tell it like it ti is.
But how did you get over there still? I mean, because I have friends that I'm cool with, but they're not in the sector. I mean, I
I know.
might tell
I
you.
was like one day I was on YouTube, right,
Uh
and
huh.
I just so happened just to stumble on people's lives. I'm like, okay, I was curious, so I just started live hopping.
Oh, okay. So like different people would lead you to another live because they were like beefing or something and talking
Yeah,
about other content creators. Yeah, yeah,
mm,
that's how we kind of got started when we started YouTube. Yeah.
Be careful hitting on these women. Get to know them first. Watch the way they move on the internet before you start like talking to them in a serious or manner. Like just start watching. Sit back. Get to know people.
that's what I've been doing. I've been quiet, so I got you though. I appreciate the pointers, ladies. I do.
I've
And
been
you're
in these sectors
33?
for a while, Chad. I'm gonna tell you, I sat back and I listened and learned people before I even opened my mouth.
And they say you're 33. You 33?
I am indeed
And how long
Oh,
have you been ordained as a pastor?
since 2011.
Oh wow. You was a wait a minute, 2011? That's
Hmm
2012.
you, you,
You know,
you trying
I
to
ain't
do
been
the math? You
I ain't
trying to
been
do the
a
math for a
pastor for
table?
like 100 years. So you were very young.
A
Correct.
tadpole.
Okay.
I grew up in the church, so church is all I know.
Child, I
Okay.
know. I grew up in it too, child. My mama told me every Sunday I had to say my prayers every
Mm-hmm.
night. Do y'all remember the prayer besides the Lord's Prayer, right? When you were real little, now I lay me
Now
down to
I lay
Now,
sleep.
me
I
down to
rest
lead,
sleep.
my
Yep.
now I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I
I
should
do
die
Girl,
that
I
with
know
before I
my
church
wake up, pray
cousin.
the Lord my soul to take.
I
Yes.
did that with my boys until they got old enough where I'm like, I know y'all vocabulary is much wider now. So y'all need to talk to God for
Lord.
yourself. Talk
Right.
to God for yourself. But let me ask you this. Um, as far as like, I know you said you're a pastor, you're also a bodyguard, security bodyguard for the
Mm.
NFL. You're also, I know you said you work at a store like a supermarket. I don't know if it's a supermarket or if
It's
it's
a
a
shopping center, so I only do
shopping
that part
center. Your
time.
shopping center, and you also used to do like the picture that's on your avatar right now.
Yeah, I
You
do
used to
that
work for a
on the
funeral home.
weekends if I'm not in the NFL. If we're not having a game, then that week I'll do a funeral home on the weekend, and I'll do a part time, on a Monday and a Tuesday.
Okay, but
Yeah,
what is your vision of where you want to be in 5 years? Because you're doing a lot of things along with being a pastor. So Do you have like a vision of just becoming a pastor one day, or just becoming this, or just becoming that, or
I'm
you're
Yeah.
gonna
just
step down, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna step
Okay,
down.
lady. Thank you,
Have a
lady.
good
I
night,
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
it.
nice.
you.
Bye,
Thank
y'all.
you
I'll be
so much,
back.
Lady
Bye.
Jamila.
Sweet
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
dreams.
it.
welcome.
All
Bye,
right,
bye,
boo.
y'all.
All right. I know she
That
had took
medicine
the night
kick in,
medicine, so she's
child. I know
probably.
how that medicine works. It makes
I
your
don't want her to
eyeballs
fall
water.
asleep
Right.
on like Lemon, be up here asleep and shit.
Now, 5 years from now, I've always said I want to make a ministry. I've always stuck by that
So your
because
5-year plan is a ministry. Your 10-year plan, because everybody has a 5-year, 10-year, and so on and so forth.
so I've been in contact with the people about the church that I want. I'm just waiting on them to give me a price.
Oh, so you already got your
Oh,
building
okay.
in mind. That's why you working all these jobs to save up
I
your
heard
money.
that. I heard
Correct.
that.
Good job.
And
Because you
you're
got a goal and you
apostolic, right?
working for it.
You're
Correct.
apostolic, so is your following? Are you going to be like preaching apostolic beliefs and?
I am.
Okay, okay.
What's your
There's
favorite
something else
Bible
I want
verse?
to ask you. Oh. Charlie, answer Charlie first because I got like one.
So my favorite Bible verse is Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life.
Ooh, that's one of my favorites too. Mm. Okay, my next question is, as far as uh, dang, oh the people in the chat is. I'm trying to ignore the people in the chat.
What they saying? 'Cause I'm not even paying no attention to them.
Somebody said they can't breathe. Somebody said so. I know somebody did mention something like they think that you were maybe putting 20 on 10 about your friendship with Ashley.
Nah, I'm not. Ain't no cap in my rap. Sorry.
And somebody said, "Do you know William McCrae?"
William McCrae. And names that not personally. Let me
You have
say
to
that.
look him up. Please look him up. Please look him up. He's like a Kojic. I don't even know what to call him, but
Oh,
anyway.
if he's Kojic, then no, I do not.
Okay. But he's a
I,
character. Do you know Andrew? I've been delivered.
nah, I don't pay attention.
What? Oh, okay. So you're not really big on social media then.
I have
Like
my Facebook and my IG. Only
okay.
people who I have on my circle are the people who I allow.
Okay. And what's your ID? Can we like follow you if we want to?
Yes, ma'am, indeed.
And are you Pastor J on IG?
No, I'm not. My IG is singing underscore preaching underscore pastor.
And is that the same thing on Facebook?
No, it's my government name.
Okay, well
Yeah,
don't
don't
give
But
don't
that out.
right
don't don't
Don't
do
now,
give
my
that.
that out. Don't
Don't
right,
give
never give your government name on this
I'm,
app.
I'm not.
I'll follow you on IG, but yeah, don't give your yeah. Okay. So my question, I don't know how long you're trying to be here, but I just got one more question. I was trying to tell the good old Hood Nation, about these funeral or celebration of life services where people
Mhm.
dress up, they might be in costumes, it'd be like over the top and all that. Is that what you do?
So let me go ahead and say this to everybody. I know what she's talking about because yes, I was one of the people in the show. So let me go ahead and put that out first and foremost. And I used to work for my godfather's company. So if you know about the show, then you know what company I'm talking about.
Because I was trying to tell these peoples and they up here like I ain't never heard of that. I'm like, y'all ain't
Y'all
never
look,
heard.
I used to work for Golden Gate Funeral Home. So
Yes.
basically what we would do is the best funeral ever. If y'all have not seen the show, please go to YouTube. Y'all look up the best funeral ever and y'all will see what we're talking about.
You want to know what my favorite Bible verse
And it's
is?
in Texas, right?
Yes, it's in Dallas, Texas. We have
I
we have
gotta
three funeral
tell these
homes.
people.
So my godfather has three funeral homes. We have one in Dallas, one in Fort Worth, and one in Tallulah, Louisiana.
Yeah, y'all too far. I'm in Mississippi, so My favorite Bible verse is 1 Corinthians 13:4. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it
Right.
is not proud. That's always been my favorite. That one in the 23rd Psalm. I
So
can't
big
help but to love the
big
23rd
smooth.
Psalm.
Let me answer your question. No, you're not supposed to be a deacon first. I'm sorry, just it's not going to happen like that.
Well, what do you call those type of services? Because I was trying to explain to the people in the chat, and I'm like, nobody, like out of all the people that's watching me, y'all never heard of those type of services where they be in costumes. It might be singing and dancing and all kind of things going on at the. It's like really over the top, and it's staged and it's prepared and planned, and it's not just your normal. Okay, you guys, we are here to remember, such and such. So what do you call those type of services?
So I mean, it's just whatever the family wants. So basically, if the family say we want our loved one to skydive out the plane, guess what we doing? We gonna make them
That's what I'm
skydive.
talking about. See, you
You know,
better tell these people.
if y'all say, okay, I want my loved one in a barbecue pit, then that's what we gonna do. We gonna put them in a barbecue pit casket. If y'all say y'all want to do a Wheel of Fortune service, guess what we gonna do? We gonna do a Wheel
See,
of Fortune service.
I
Y'all
could not
say, hey,
believe
we want to do a merry-go-round. Guess what we gonna do? We gonna do a
that.
merry-go-round.
Exactly. And I was trying to tell these people that basically whatever people want. And now correct me if I'm wrong, Pastor Jay, but some of these are live, like uh living celebrations of life, right? Everybody isn't like passed away, right? Like some of these can be somebody still living and they just want to celebrate, or is all of them like normally people who have already passed away?
These are people who are deceased. We
Okay.
when we deal with families, we're asking questions. So basically, the family lets us know how they want things, and we deliver on what they want.
Okay. Okay. I see. I told you. I told y'all. Charlie, didn't I try to told them?
You did,
You
child.
know,
And
we look, we do crowning services. If y'all want us to lift y'all loved one up on our shoulders and rock and lean and rock with them, guess what we doing? We leaning and rocking with them.
So if you want to have a swing set in the middle of the doggone funeral home, you want to let them have their last push, their last swing, you just put them in that seat, just push them back forward, right? Just whatever.
Correct,
Yeah, see,
correct.
I told y'all. I told y'all.
Whatever the family wants, we gonna give you.
The hood table don't be lying. I ain't never told no lies on here, y'all. Mhm. Somebody said, "Do you know Charleston White?"
I know of him.
Okay. Okay. And somebody said, "When is your next sermon, brother?"
Right now I am getting ready to that's probably going to be in a few weeks after I get back because I have a preseason game I'm getting ready for. So I'll be flying back out of here, going back to California for this preseason game. So
And who y'all playing? I know
we're
it's in
playing,
LA, right?
yeah, we're playing the LA Rams.
Okay.
So we're playing the Rams on the 11th. We play the I think it's we go to Vegas on the 17th, and then we're home for the Chargers on the 24th.
Okay. Okay. Do you really like being a bodyguard, and do you got like some cool stories to tell as far as
I
being a
love
security
look.
guard
I
or
I love being a bodyguard. I love the free rooms, the free food. Hey, nothing beat free. But I mean the stories that come with it. I mean, hey,
you
it's
gotta
just
sign
like
like an NDA?
I'm gonna say it. Y'all know the saying in Vegas. What happened in Vegas? So if you
stay.
know, then you know.
So as a security guard or bodyguard of the NFL, do you have to sign like an NDA?
Mm-hmm.
I figure so. I figure so because I know some of the men's is. I'm gonna use my Charlie words. The men's is be down in them doggone hotels, and we already know. I know you can't tell stuff like that, but can you tell like the craziest thing that you ever experienced as a security guard without like giving too much? You know what I mean? Like you know.
The craziest thing.
hmm
Mm. What's one of the craziest things? Let me think. Hold on, give me a
Like,
minute.
have you had to like really like get at somebody, like rough them up, throw them out?
Oh
Know,
yeah,
like,
yeah. People don't understand. It go down. Trust me. People will try you. Now you had your good days and you had your bad days.
mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I have family members who own a
Mhm.
security bodyguard type of thingy. My cousin's husband actually. And so they do like he even travels, like their team travel out of town.
Mhm.
I'm in Nebraska, so I don't know if you are a boxing fan,
Oh
but
yeah, hey, look, I'm a Mayweather fan. I'm a Mayweather fan.
well, we're
You know.
Terrence Crawford fans. Do you know Terrence Bud
Oh
Crawford?
yeah, he matter of fact, he getting ready for his to
Yes, he's
fight
about to get.
what's name this weekend.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. So my cousin, her husband started a security detail team like a couple of years ago, and
Okay.
so he's done security detail for him and
Yeah,
for like
I
a lot
do.
of actors and
Hmm.
rappers, and they travel. They get paid some good money too. So I mean, that is a good career as long as you want to, put yourself. But it can be dangerous. I mean,
It
it can be
can,
dangerous. That's
but
one thing.
I always watch my bet wherever I go. So
Yep. But yeah, Terrence Crawford, shout out to Bud. Team Crawford, he will be fighting this coming
this
week.
weekend, let's
Yes,
go.
yes, and I can't wait down to the LA, down to the LA.
So I
So
will be in the hotel watching the fight. Yes, I will. I
well,
cannot
make sure,
wait.
you know what? I firmly believe that he will win and he will continue to be undefeated. But I
Mm.
will be going live after the fight. So if you can join me, that would be nice.
Oh, I will. I guarantee you, I will.
Okay. All right.
But
Do you have any? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
from what I've heard about this dude, he ain't no joke. He ain't no pushover. So
Yeah,
I'm kind of like, okay, what kind of fight are we gonna get?
you know what? I'm gonna just let it play out because see, I would be biased. You know what I'm saying? Because he's born and raised in my hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So I
yeah.
would be biased. So I'm gonna just wait till after the fight. But of course, I'm gonna be like, oh no, he gonna kick his,
Look,
whatever.
I know he from Omaha, but I do
Right,
say, look,
eh.
I do need to say this first and foremost.
Right.
I am not by any means a Nebraska Cornhusker fan. I'm sorry, I'm not. It ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna be in the college football playoffs. They suck.
Probably never, ever again.
Ever.
Okay. And I listen because I'm here. Trust me. Every fall, every fall, I light a candle.
Oh man.
Like maybe this season, we haven't done shit in a long time. So but still here, I'm like, okay, this is my hometown. You know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. But hey, I can't do nothing about that. I can't do nothing since Tom Osborne. We ain't really done shit. It is what it is. It is what it
Now
is.
let me indeed talk to the fellas real quick. Fellas. I need y'all to know it's on and popping this year. It's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. The ladies can have a shopping sprees back without us being around. But this year's NFL is going to be bananas. Fellas, it's going to be bananas. These ratings are going to be up. This year is going to be crazy.
Somebody told me to ask about the scandal.
What scandal?
I don't know.
What's your favorite church hymn?
Ooh.
Now,
I know that's a hard one, child. I know.
Now,
he did answer that with VS, but somebody also in the chat said he probably knows a Kurt Franklin song. And I'm like, who don't know Kurt Franklin?
look,
So,
I jam Kurt Franklin,
everybody,
I jam William Murphy, I jam a lot of them.
And I know you know who
Now,
Mahalia
look,
Jackson is, right? One of the
You said,
best gospel singers to ever do it, baby.
Man, Kurt Franklin been
look,
around
Mahalia Jackson.
I'm gonna throw it back.
since the 90s.
You
If
know,
you don't know Kurt
I
Franklin,
learned under old school. So, you know, when we would sit around the fire and just sing as a family, I've always started off with I need thee every hour.
That's a good one too, child. My grandma loved Beulah Land. That was her favorite.
Okay. Yeah.
And then my cousins was what was the name of that one? It was by a church band. Hold on. Trying to remember it. My favorite's Trouble of the World by Mahalia Jackson, but that's side
Mm,
point. That's one of my favorites of all time. That's
okay.
not the hymnal. That's a singer. But that lady right there, she can make you feel cold chills down your spine. You felt the
Mm,
spirit coming from her.
Lord have, oh, I know. If you say it like that, then yeah, I gotta look her up big time.
I'm trying to remember that song.
well, you've been on here for a minute, and I do appreciate it. I mean, I saw you in our chat. Of course, you hit our panel last night. I didn't really have any idea of all the backstory of you until I saw you on VS today. And I even was like, when I first went live, I said, dang, I wish I could talk to Pastor Jay. And you just happened to pop up in the chat. So I appreciate you for, joining us, hitting the panel, asking questions. I mean, answering questions. But I'm going to let you right now, before we close. Do you have any questions for me or Charlie?
Nah, I told y'all, you know, the hood table. Let me say it like this, y'all, because I know, you know, y'all see the name, but I'm getting ready to do a series on a sermon called The Toxic Table. And I need y'all to know, you know, the Bible says that God will present a table. Matter of fact, God said he was going to prepare the table in the presence of your enemies. God also
Right.
said that he will make your enemies your footstool.
Your footstool, right?
See, at the table, being at the table is not easy. Because sometimes that means you have to sit down with your haters. You know, it's not going to be peaches and cream. But how you respond, how you carry yourself, how you react will tell if you're going to be ready for your next level. So, to everybody that's ever gone through or is going through something, get ready for your table season because it's coming. And with that, ladies, I am out. Y'all have a good night.
You
All
have a
right.
good
I'm
one.
gonna accept that. We at the table already. So, I'm gonna accept that. Shoot. I'm about to eat at the table. All right, Pastor Jay. Thank you so much for joining us.
All
And don't
right,
forget,
no problem.
are you subscribed and do you have the notification bell for the hood table?
I do. Ooh, ooh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to send me a request on IG because when I do go live to discuss the fight,
Oh
you
yeah,
better
I
be
got you. I got you. Just make sure
okay.
you follow me.
Okay. Okay.
Are you?
All
Did you already send me a request?
Nope, I'm gonna do it as soon as I finish up. Yep, I'm gonna do it as soon as I finish up. Or you can go in there right now and just send me one. I'm the hood table everywhere on all platforms. The hood
Okay,
table.
hold on. Let me do it. Let me go
Okay.
ahead and do it. Hold on.
All right, and I'm on my IG right now. Okay.
Okay, let me type it in. Hold on, I got you. Let's see, the hood table.
Somebody said, "What's up, Joy?" She said, "Does the table have to be toxic?" Child, I don't think we toxic over here, Joy. We just over here. We like to have fun, give a little commentary. Talk a little ish. You know. You know.
We try our very best not to be toxic if we can help
Yeah,
it.
we try. We really try our very best to not be toxic and not be too biased when we do our commentary. You know what I mean? We
Okay, did you
try.
get my request?
Okay, let me see. Hold on.
Hopefully, I did that right.
Uh, let's see. Notification. Let me refresh.
Did I do that right?
Do you see me? The hood table? Is it like
The
a
hood
little
tabletop.
like with a little no. It's just the hood table. It's all together. The hood table with a
The,
DAHOOD
oh,
table. Duh.
duh. Okay, my fault.
Yeah,
My
duh. Yeah, we hood. Duh.
Oh man, hold up. I thought my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, I think I see you. Hold on. All
It's like
right.
a little
Yeah,
microphone.
yeah. I
Okay.
just yeah.
Okay, let me see. All right, gotcha. Gotcha. I'm following you back right now. All
All
right, I
right.
got you. Okay, so good. So I'm gonna send you a message when we do go live. But if you subscribe to us and you hit the notification bell, you'll get the the notification anyway. But I'm gonna send you a message ahead of time because I'm gonna make sure you here for our fight discussion. Okay. Now you was talking stuff about you think that guy, he might give a little, Terrence something, So you want to place a little friendly wager? Or do pastors do friendly wagers? Did he leave? Did he drop Charlie?
Child, he
I'm
left
gonna,
us.
I'm gonna have to hit him up on IG because I want to know if he wants to do a friendly wager. Okay, because he was trying to basically insinuate that our Terrence Crawford might not have a chance. So I'm gonna send him a message later. Ask him, do he want to do a friendly wager? And if he says yes, the next time I come live, I'm gonna let you know what our friendly wager is. I don't care if it's $1 or $100. Okay. But anyway, there he is. He in the chat. He said we can do a friendly wager. Just let me know. I'm gonna hit you up on IG. All right, all right.
And you better pay her, because my crazy white tail.
Oh, you better pay up. Yeah, that's right, Pastor J. Pastor J.
I'm just
Now
messing.
hold on now. I never once said that I was going for the other guy. Let me just clarify.
Oh, okay, okay.
I just said I heard from what people were saying that he's not a pushover.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, then we can't do a wager then if we're betting on the same person. So
But
never mind.
here is my thing. I think Terrence can fight. He got hands.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the only reason why he beat my boy Arrow was because Arrow was not on his A game.
Oh,
Arrow
okay.
was high as a kite, and we all know that. So, you know,
Mm.
and anybody can sit here and say, "Oh well, yeah, he beat him," but you know it not. But would you rather beat somebody who's not even there, or would you rather beat somebody at full strength?
Well, of course at full strength, but I
I'm just
mean,
saying. I'm just saying. I'm
but
just
at the
saying.
beginning of the fight, when you start a fight at the beginning of the fight, you just go in there and fight, and you don't really know what all the person is on and what all they at that time. But eh, listen, we on the same side here, so no wager, no bet, no nothing. We just gonna discuss the fight.
Mm. He better hope he get a rematch with my boy Errol.
I don't know about all that. I
No,
don't know.
because here I would rather see. To be honest, I want to see Terrence and what's name go at it. Javante Davis. Since Javante say he can beat anybody that he come up against, fight Terrence Crawford. Let's see y'all two go at it. The best on the best, pound for pound. Let's go. Tank Davis say he can beat anybody. Put him up against Terrence and let's see how he fare.
Man, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I'm biased, but anybody come for our Southpaw, they gonna get it. They gonna get it. They gonna get it. See, the thing about a lot of people don't know about the Midwest when it comes to this area is what Terrence do is what a lot of people do, but they are not boxers. like we get down with the get down, okay? Growing up, fighting in the hood, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like Terrence, that's literally where he came from. Terrence, the way he was raised, as a matter of fact, my cousin is his auntie. So, our area is not, we're not in a
Okay.
big city.
Right,
You know what
right,
I'm
right.
saying? So matter of fact, a couple of my cousins is related to him. So, and then one of my dancers, because I'm on a line dance, hip hop dance team.
Mhm.
One of my line dancers is his auntie, like natural born blood auntie, and then one of my cousins on my dad's side is his auntie. So you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty familiar
Right.
with the guy, and I'm pretty familiar with how he was raised. And the way he was raised, his family, they didn't have a lot like most of us, and he had to fight in the streets. He was a little guy. He had to fight all the time. So he grew up fighting like a lot of us. The only thing is he was really, 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 really good at it. And he was
Right.
involved in going down this really bad road. And he decided to
Cool.
learn how to properly fight and box. Because
Y'all for
like
the
you
ones that
said
is
it,
order the
you
ones
know,
that are ordering the fight, y'all. Don't forget my boy T Crawford will be fighting. That fight will not be until at least 10:30 at the latest 11 o'clock.
it'll be late, but we'll be up. I
It's
hope
six.
you don't
It's
go to bed. Do you go to bed early? I mean,
no, ma'am. I do not. I'll
so
be up.
after the
It's six
fight, you
fights
be up
ahead
for
of
a
them.
little.
They,
Okay.
they they have 6 fights ahead of their fight.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot of fights before he fight. But I'm telling you, my homegirl, one of our dancers, her name is Tasha, his auntie. She be on the front row. I'm gonna tell you to look out for her when they go live.
which side? My thing, you need to let me know what side she gonna be on, because them their ring has both sides. So if
I'll
she
hit
on
them up ahead
the
of
left,
time. I'll
right,
hit them up ahead of time because they don't miss a fight. My line dance sister and my cousin, who is his auntie, they had every single fight, no matter where he fights. So I'll hit them up ahead of time and find out what side of the ring they on.
matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think that fight is in California. If I'm not
It's
mistaken,
in L.A.
yeah,
Yep, it's in L.A.
yeah. The traffic is already crazy down here as it is.
Yep,
So,
and it's gonna be crunk here because every bar,
bang.
every club, every bar, they gonna be playing. It's like every time he fights, it's like lit. The whole city be lit.
Yeah, that fight is gonna be crazy. And then the week after that, it's Cowboys and the Rams. So,
Yep, yep,
I gotta get ready for that. I
yep.
cannot wait.
And you need to go back if you go back in my videos and type search and type
Hmm.
Terrence Crawford, like his last fight, I got a whole bunch of exclusive footage from the celebration that our mayor threw for him, for the last
Hmm.
fight. Yeah. So, but anywho, I got you on IG, so we'll be in contact.
Yeah, I will be back in the DF Dub late Friday, early Saturday morning. I made a promise that I was supposed to show up somewhere, so I got to keep my promise. A man's word is his bond. So
And
I'll
definitely
be
let us
back.
know when you start your channel too. Let us know when you
I
start your
got you. I got you.
channel. All right. Any
I
last words, Charlie? Any last thing you got to say to Pastor J, Charlie? Or
I think she over there sleep.
I know Charlie ain't sleep.
I think she over there sleep.
Charlie!
That girl over there sleep.
Oh my God, Charlie, you ain't sleep, are you? Oh my God, she's
That
on mute.
girl ain't saying not a word. She over there.
Oh shoot!
She sleep over there.
Don't be doing my Charlie. No, she ain't sleep because she in the chat. There she is in the chat right now. Type it. So I don't know
Oh,
what
my,
she's
my,
doing.
my bad. I thought you was over there snoring.
Charlie
How
looking
y'all.
up gospel songs. Charlie said, I found another song, y'all. It's called "It'll Be Worth It After
Mhm.
All."
But yeah, y'all. So Pastor's about to get up out of here, y'all. I gotta get ready for training camp, y'all. Training camp is actually going good right now. I'm still waiting on news for CD's Lamb concert. I mean, I said concert. CD Lamb's contract.
Okay.
From what I was told, there have been talks for a 4 year, 123 mil,
Oh wow.
but nothing is set in stone. I'm just waiting. There's hearsay, so don't say Pastor told you. I'm just saying
Oh
what I'm
no, we
hearing.
ain't gonna say nothing. We ain't gonna say nothing.
Did I hear
I'm,
a
I'm,
hootie
I'm,
hoo?
There she is, Charlie.
I was like, did I hear a hootie hoo? Child.
He said you probably over there asleep. I said, no,
sleep.
she
I
ain't.
thought she was over there asleep. You weren't saying now. Like, yeah, that girl over there in the bed sleep.
No, child, I had to do something right quick. That's all it was. But have you ever heard the
That's
song,
okay.
It'll Be
Charlie, oh,
Worth
go
It
ahead.
After All?
Yeah, I've
Yes,
heard
we
it
were just
before.
talking about it. Uh-huh.
It'll be worth it after all, child. It'll be worth it after all. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I was just doing something. After all of these trials, to hear Jesus
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
The Spencers did it, but other people have covered it too,
So I will see y'all later. I got to get ready for another day at training camp.
Well,
Training camp?
good luck at
Uh-oh.
training clap. I hope that you
Yeah,
get
I'm at
safe.
I'm I'm
I
I'm
know
at
you
training
gotta.
camp. It's crazy. We're still waiting on news for CD Lamb's contract right now. I don't know what it's gonna take, when they gonna get it done. I don't know.
Well, good luck with that. I hope you be safe. I know, like I said, security guard jobs or bodyguard jobs. Those can be pretty fun and all that, but you got to
Mhm.
still be safe. So just be safe. Safe travels out to the LA, and we'll be talking to you soon. And thank you again for hitting our panel. I appreciate it.
I
Thank
got you,
you.
y'all.
All right,
Thank you for being
Pastor.
here, child.
All right, y'all. Blessings, everyone. Blessings,
Blessings to
everyone.
you as well. All right, talk to you soon.
Child, I'm
All
sorry about
right, that
that,
was
girl.
an interesting show.
Girl, I was doing something so fast. I done got myself out of breath, child. Woo!
That's okay, because when I be on the panel sometime, when I have several people on here, I be running around. I'm like, okay, let me hurry up and run and get something to drink or run and use the bathroom or run and do this while people is talking. So yeah, I understand. But I thank everybody for joining us tonight. Y'all probably can hear him a little nasally. It's been raining here and my sinuses is jacked up. So I was hoping that, I could like maintain without sneezing all over the place tonight. And I think I did okay, but I'm still a little nasally. But I thank everybody for joining us today and being in the chat and being participants in the chat. And I thank you, Charlie and Lady Bella. She's never hit the panel before.
I
That was the
loved
first
it.
time.
It
She's
was me,
so
another
pretty.
Mississippi beauty. I was like, oh snap, look
She
at all that
is
Mississippi
like
coming out there.
gorgeous. I was like, oh, she's so pretty. But yeah, thank you to Reed and thank you for who else? Jay Dunn hit the chat and
Trish.
Trish hit the chat. And was that it?
I think that was
That was
it
it.
tonight.
I
If we
hate to
missed
miss
anybody,
people.
child, we are so sorry. We are out of
Started to
it.
our head and not our heart, but I think we did get
Child.
everybody.
I think we
Yeah.
did too. Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. Well, in that case, everybody, thank you for showing up and showing out tonight with us. This live, it didn't go.
Ooh.
It was a lot of big things going on tonight, but I do appreciate Pastor Jay for hitting the chat, even though a lot of y'all in the chat was like tearing his ass up. But anyway, Jesus wept.
One more thing, beautiful, before we go. My birthday is in 12 days from now, pretty much. And
Hey,
I'm gonna do a stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on the day before or the day of,
you're gonna
but
go live?
yes, child. And I did a
Hey.
poll. I did like a little community wall post to ask people what they would want. Would they want a panel show? Some karaoke, just some music, a little mix of everything. If they had any ideas that they wanted to throw out there.
Throw
Where
it
they
all in. Shoot, I'm down for a good old nice piece of panel show and karaoke because I've been
Conscious
telling Jay
Energy
Dunn.
said he would do some covers for the show.
That's what's up. That's what's up because Jay Dunn, she had a little sing off on her panel like maybe a couple of weeks ago. I was like, why wasn't I invited to the sing
I
off?
was
I could
on that,
sing a little
child.
bit.
It was her and Shakim,
I
and
mean,
I
I'm
was up
a little
there.
Whitney Houston, but I can hold a little tone. But yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. So make sure if that's what you decide to do, create the link. And then whenever we go live, we can like share the link and make sure people, know about it up to the date.
And I'm gonna be judging on Creole slang too, child. Look at me moving on up in the world. I'm panel
And what
holding
is that?
everywhere. That's
Is that
August.
this coming
That's this
August?
Friday at
This
7
Friday.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. our time, hood table.
Okay. And we'll definitely be there. So Friday, I gotta make sure I clear my schedule. And matter of fact, this weekend, okay, no, I get my baby Saturday. So yep, Friday I'll be good.
Child, we
Wait
gonna
till I
get it
get my
in.
grandson. That movie that you went to see tonight, my sons and them are
Mhm.
going to see, and so they was
Girl, if
like,
you love Deadpool and you love Wolverine, and even if you just like
"I
comedy,
do."
it is good. It is good,
Wolverine.
child.
I don't know who's your favorite character when it comes to that, but Wolverine has always been one of my favorite characters.
Child, it
So
is so
one of my
good. You're
favorite
gonna
superheroes.
love it. You're going to absolutely adore the movie.
Well, I
It's
can't
good.
watch it till next week, but my kids is gonna watch it this week, and I'll have the grandbabies. But I'll watch it next
Let me
week.
know when you watch it, girl. We can talk about it.
Yes, definitely for sure. Maybe we can do a little review of it or whatever. But yeah, I'll let
Mhm.
you know. I'll let you know.
Y'all,
Yep.
you have a good night, beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and jump down, let you do your outro. I love you. Thank you for having me.
Love you
From
too, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate you, boo, as always.
For our bro that ain't here, brush your teeth, and for our sislo, I love you. There ain't nothing you can do about it. All right,
Ain't nothing you
peace.
can do about it. All right, good night, Charlie. All right, everybody, it's that time. Make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you are new here. And matter of fact, I told Charlie I was going to record how this StreamYard be messing up, and whenever I'm the only one on here. So I'm gonna record right now while I'm talking to you guys. Cause y'all be like, it ain't doing nothing on our end. I'm like, yeah, when I don't have nobody up on here, it be flashing and blinking and doing all kind of crazy stuff. So anyway, you guys, make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed, please, and thank you very much. Also, if you want to donate to the Hood Table, all you have to do is go to your Cash App, $ the Hood Table 402. Thank you very much. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. Child, I'm dealing with a stuffed up nose right now, so I hope that sounded okay. All right, y'all. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye.